did.
Cup the bull.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
You're that guy.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, you are.
our own shit. What's up, everybody? I am Big Lovin. This is Don DellaSnooch. And over there, we got Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the Escape Pod, a place where friends gather to talk all things geek. This week,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Fuck you. What do you think?
And The Last of Us.
You're the last of us.
How's everybody
Eventually.
doing?
Yeah, we're doing.
Fuck yeah.
I'm doing. You're doing. I'm doing cocaine.
Cocaine, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm on that good old medical cocaine.
Uh-huh.
Keeps you functioning.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Right in the eyeball, you know?
That's why.
Oh.
That's why I told Corey earlier. We got out of work early today, and she's like, "What are you gonna do now?" I says, "Cocaine,
Medical cocaine, though, so it's okay.
medical cocaine. I got a card.
Yeah.
I use it to."
Yeah, no, it helps out. Like it's pretty awesome.
I
You
call
get
it
the
a
cocaine,
trailer.
you cut the cocaine.
You like it? He's so nice. Very good.
It's a nice.
Yeah. But you know us. We're talking The Last of Us fucking eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see what happens. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to break it down beat
Oh,
for
it's
beat.
gonna be spoilery.
It's going to be all
Yeah,
over the
it's gonna be
place. If you
sticky.
haven't seen it, if you've seen it, well, it's going to get down. Let's go.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Somewhere.
let's go.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually, let's
Not
go.
now.
Not yet.
We got too much bullshit to talk about.
Soon.
It means nothing. And that's why you're here, because it's the escape pod. Bullshit, bro. Escape from it.
Escaped.
Oh, so nice. I'm excited. How are you doing, buddy?
Don't talk to me,
Why?
because fuck you.
Fuck you.
Tina brings up a good point in the chat.
Fuck
You have
you.
to give up cocaine. You can't afford the hooker to snort off of her ass.
I can too.
Yeah.
One or the other anymore, man. Inflation.
No, that's true. It is
No,
the
no, no.
2023.
Cocaine or the hooker.
No,
You
you
know.
buy better cocaine and cheaper hookers.
No, I'm not downscaling my hooker.
No, I didn't move the camera, LG.
It's crooked because the room's crooked. And like, I'm
It's a
LG.
thing.
I got to point it up. What the fuck?
It's been an optical illusion all this
Son of a
time.
bitch.
Yeah, we just forgot that.
Yeah,
the
who
rooms,
knows? No, we forgot the room is like,
the
no, I
room's
got a peg leg.
slanted. Yeah, we put Brady on the shorter side of the room.
It's some special shoes with one sole's
his
like
chair's
this.
all the way down, mine's all the way
It
up.
is like, no, he does that. He's like, I'm self-conscious about how you're 2 feet taller than me.
Otherwise, it looks like this.
Brady, you are the guy that everybody wants uppies from.
It looks like a child sitting next to a grown-up.
in his little car seat. Hey
Yeah.
guys,
Literally, I had to have a car seat in the old studio.
the fucking best, dude.
I had like I had two pads. One was 2 inches and one was 1 inch. And by the time they squished, I got about 2 inches of lift. And I was with my chair being up, his chair down, and my 2-inch lift kit. We were almost riding the same.
Almost right there. Should have just went to Olive Garden and stole one of the boosters.
Oh, I could have sat on one of them breadsticks, bro.
And I think they have
All
adjustment.
of the
Like you
breadsticks.
flip it, you get a choice of height.
Yeah.
Like you can be like, I just needed a little bit, or you'd be like, I fucking need it.
That's just like at the movies. The one way, it's like a smaller butt print, but it's higher.
Yeah,
And then you
Right.
flip it over, it's a wider butt print, but lower.
yeah. Olive Garden fucking ripped that shit off from the theaters, bro.
Yeah.
They're
Fuck Olive Garden.
right. I think that's how Luna Girl feels.
You know,
Yeah,
the best
apparently.
fucking Italian food you're gonna get this side of the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, but they will steal a motherfucker's child booster seat design.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fucking shame.
they're terrible.
Awful fucking people, bro.
And
That's why I don't like them. Luna Girl's like, they're food. I'm like, no, it's their booster seat fucking shenanigans.
and
I can't stand behind.
Kelly's gonna get upset because they're starting to make those really good hot dogs.
Yeah, she's
That
like,
gas
no,
station
no,
hot
they're
dog.
not
Oh,
hot
yeah.
dogs. They're Italian sausages. Remember,
Italian
Dragon Buddy let
sausages,
us in.
right?
Yeah.
He's got the inside squeeze on the Olive Garden.
My Italian
hot dog.
sausage
Olive
has
Garden,
first name.
gas
It's
He
station
knows
hot
a
dog.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows a guy.
Uh,
Luna Girl works for that guy testing out the hot dogs at
Yeah.
gas stations.
The pave lord.
She's
is
like,
here.
the
Right.
pave lords. My fucking dad rocks, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't call them good people, Dad. They're kind of not. You know that. You know.
Good people at the Olive Garden.
No, not at the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that
great
place.
people. 'Cause you know why? Because when you're there,
Your family.
your family.
Fucking Vin Diesel fucking. He was like, hey, guys, I got an idea.
Let's go to Olive Garden.
Right?
Cool. You're
Yeah,
loving it.
yeah,
It's the
see?
best. It's the best times. bro.
He gets in that car, revs the gas. He's like, "You want some more Parmesan cheese?"
And spins it, dude. And that's what they should
Yeah,
change it.
dude.
Change.
That's what makes those rice burners go, dude. It's Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan
Yeah.
cheese bay. You know,
But
Famous Bob Doherty's in the chat.
that's what I'm fucking talking
all
about.
right.
Jackson Royalty, if you didn't
Royalty. Yeah,
That's
his
what
name's on a
fucking-
sign.
know. My fucking dad and Jackson Royalty, Bob O'D are here. Like, you got Luna Girl in the fucking chat. Like, we can start with the chat a little early.
We're famous folks.
We
now.
got a lot of famous people in the fucking chat, and I think it's fantastic.
Legends.
Legends of the Escape Pod chat are here, folks. If you're not on the chat, you're watching this, listening on a playback, you're fucking up. You're missing out.
Step up your game.
Good time.
Wednesdays, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Start.
Standard Time.
Let's get
Not
there.
none of this bullshit mountain.
Every
Yeah,
time.
we don't. What?
What?
Pacific?
Central, Pacific,
What?
none of that.
Shenanigans.
Like
That's what I say.
Eastern Standard
Get with
Time.
it. Get with it.
Specifically at 7:05.
Specifically, Easternly.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over there on the Sidebar Cantina, they'd be like, I think they start at 7. No, 7:05.
Motherfucker.
No, they're over there. The plus 12 is 19:05.
No, they're from Jersey.
It's that fucking Hennifer, bro.
Fuck Hennifer.
Hennifer, dude. I'm doing some investigating. There's something up with Hennifer.
I don't even
Some
know
not-
that she's a real hand.
I think, yeah, there's some things going on. I'm getting to the bottom.
Is it even Dave's hand?
I think me and Dragon Buddy have been doing some he's going off one way. I'm looking at some things, but I think we're gonna combine our powers and we're really gonna get to the bottom of this.
We were doing some sleuthing.
Yes.
Yes. That's not definitely not spelunking. Yeah.
I was spelunking.
But,
spelunking.
The little
It was a
minor
good
element.
time.
Ass blunking.
Ass spelunking.
As splunking. That's what I was going
It
for.
was so fun.
He was looking for the bottom of a shallow pool. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying?
Right. And he bumped his head.
Yeah. Well, when you're dealing with this subject matter, that'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll
I'm
happen.
pretty sure that Hennifer is actually Kevin James. I can't prove it.
I'm gonna be honest.
be.
I don't think Hennifer is of this nay I say universe.
I've heard this theory.
I
Tell
no,
us about
it's
It's
a
true.
theory. Me and Dragon Buddy have. I think
Wait.
there's more than one Hennifer. We can't prove this yet.
Mhm.
We can't prove. We're investigating. We have top notch scientists, astroglide physicists. We're
Astroglide
working with the
physicists
top
working
astroglide physicists
Round the clock.
on the fucking planet. And I think Dragon Buddy is in contact with an astroglide physicist on the
I am.
International Space Station. I can't say I don't know if he can confirm.
I can
I don't
neither
know.
confirm nor deny.
Ooh.
No, yeah.
So, but we're just saying. I mean,
There's something going on.
lots
and
of things that-
Chiao.
like okay, lots of UFOs. There's a connection. Things are like those didn't. Hennifer shows up. UFO. I don't know. You look. You do the look. You look. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't
Do
know.
your research.
Yeah, because we are.
We are. We're on it.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Roswell, here we come.
Yep. I think this might be bigger than Roswell. CERN is involved. It's
Right.
a big concern.
CERN-
Where the battery goes on the
Big
bunny.
concern.
It's a big concern.
That's big,
But CERN, yeah,
hugely concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah, my collider's been smashed.
In the words of Jim Leahy, a shitstorm is a brewing.
I broke Chris.
That was a good
I
one.
broke
Fuck, I wasn't focused.
Yeah, he smashed his Hadron Collider.
Yes, man. I smashed my collider.
Right.
Yeah, you
Big
did.
Bang Theory. Bang!
Whoa.
Bang
Oh,
bong.
that was a big
But I'm
bang.
just saying, dude. You got mashed in this. You got mashed in the sack by possibly a Hennifer working assassin.
I'm pretty sure that's why
It was a gloved assassin working for Hennifer, bro.
Right.
And you haven't been right yet.
No.
You might want to go see if you got chipped.
I've actually.
They might stuff chip in your testicles.
For the last couple months, I've been left for a lot. Just keep
Bloop,
going
bloop.
in a circle.
Almost walks. He walks in. Just It's
like a duck.
It's awful. It's worse than a duck. It's like a crip walking duck. It's weird.
You ever seen a
crip walking duck? Like what? You're like, did you just throw your wings in a W? Like that, that's impressive.
But he went twice to the left, so he leaned to the right.
Yeah. And then he popped up. He was still going.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was impressive. I don't want to do too much, you know. That's what you get on Patreon. That's all I'm saying.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. But yeah, Hennifer, Sidebar Cantina, do your research, guys. Something's not right.
I wonder if anybody gets on and watches the beginning of this show and goes, you know, these guys don't even really actually complete sentences.
Yeah, no, that's fair. We're just trying to make TikTok clips.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Do your research. Be concerned.
Be concerned because it's very concerning.
Now you're concerning me.
Well, you should be concerned.
Yeah.
Right.
Give it all your concentration.
But Hennifer ain't right, bro. I'm just throwing, and Dave should know better, and Dave's allowing it to happen. And that's what scares me. That's what scares me. Dave.
So much bat flex spooch.
Yeah, that's what's
I love me some bat flex.
Yeah. But you don't want to have that milkshake brought to your bar.
Damn right.
It may be better than yours, but
that's not even
what?
Isn't that like Kesha or some shit? Who sings that song?
Yeah, Kesha.
Is it?
Yeah, she was married to Nas.
Why did that end up getting co-opted?
Because it's fucking.
I listened to it happen in real time, and I was sitting there thinking.
You saw the pictures. We had to censor them. When we sent them. The truth.
Yeah, the truth is out there.
So in a different multiverse,
yes,
Hennifer Hopez wrote Milkshake.
Probably, bro.
Could be. Brought all the.
How do we not know she's the ghostwriter for Kesha in our universe? Maybe she sought her fame and now is using Dave as a vessel.
That's not how the multiverse works.
Maybe this creature not from our universe works.
What if the song Milkshake is the thing that ties all universes together?
Milkshake brings everyone to the yard.
And Hennifer is the vessel that delivers it to each universe.
She a hoe.
Hennifer Hopez. I mean,
she a hoe.
She a hoe indeed.
Do your research.
Do your research is all we're saying. I'm looking at all of you. Especially you. You know who the fuck you are.
But don't use Google right now because you're watching this show.
Yeah, not now. Or if you have a secondary device, yeah, that's cool. You can listen, but you're missing out on the chat, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you should see stuff.
So
you got to know what's happening in the chat.
It's a visual podcast.
It can be visual. It's visually stimulating, which is sexually arousing for some of us.
If you're listening to this as an audio podcast, here's a taste of the chat. Hey, Scott, you got an anal probe? Hennifer calls him Fat Affleck. That's what you're missing.
It's the best.
Hennifer calls him Fat Affleck.
Oh!
Damn it.
Dude.
Jennifer's a hoe.
Right?
She a hoe.
Yeah.
It's a place where friends gather, dude. We're going to talk about the craziest shit. Maybe that's what we change our slogan to.
Here comes Henny from the block.
Hennifer Hopez in our universe.
It's not our fault. We didn't make this shit up.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do your research.
Well, Chris, you want to go through and shout out the chat as it is?
I will shout out the chat. We have Lunar Girl wielding the wrench of power.
Fuck yeah.
As she does.
Do it, Lunar Girl.
Shanti, Scare After Dark. Ooh. They are announcing big change going on for Scare After Dark.
Oh,
he's pregnant.
Got some stuff happening.
Is he pregnant?
Yes, Josh is pregnant.
Oh, I love it.
Confirm nor deny.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All right. Tina's in the chat.
Fucking love Tina.
Fucking Tina.
She's so great.
She got an Arby's roast beef sandwich for a pussy. Again,
What?
Little tidbit from the chat.
What?
I was
What
not
just
ready.
happened?
I was not ready.
What?
You can't just drop that.
Knowledge was dropped.
That was dropped. I read that word for word in my head, so I didn't realize where it was going. And I apologize.
Like it happened in real time, and Chris's head, it happened as he verbalized it.
Is this Is this a beef and cheddar?
Ew, no.
Oh, God.
You can't
With
talk
bacon?
about that. No.
Wait.
No, there's no wait. We're not talking about beef and cheddar.
Is it a big Montana?
That's even acceptable. A beef and cheddar, you need to seek fucking a physician, a doctor, somebody with a stethoscope, a tongue depressor, and penicillin. Like you need all of those things.
Eat more yogurt.
Does it taste like horsey sauce?
Oh, dude.
I don't
man.
Why?
Why?
Why? Like why?
Where are we going?
I'm just saying.
So much Arby's sauce.
If I go to Arby's, there's going to be horsey sauce on my sandwich.
Yeah, but dude.
And why does this bun come with onions?
Ew, guys, what? Why is it so angry? What's going on?
Like dried onions on the bun?
Yeah, you grab a hold of it and it sticks to your fingers and you're like, what the fuck?
I really don't know if we're talking about vagina anymore. I hope to God we're talking about
even my sandwich.
This is nasty. If you're not talking about real sandwiches, it's gross. It's gross.
They got that big whale. That's a fish sandwich.
It's nasty right now. It's pretty fucking gross. You guys went there. You made it nasty.
I don't know what happened.
You're fucking sick. That's what happened.
Is there anybody else in the chat? I know there is.
No, they probably left now. My dad sure as fuck left.
No, your dad got on DoorDash and ordered fucking Arby's.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got Arby's in
Florida.
Florida.
But he probably went for the big Montana.
Fuck yeah, he did.
I'm just wrong. He ain't going for no beef and cheddar.
No.
What?
A man that can beat your ass,
exactly.
He's getting the big Montana.
He can beat all our asses.
Man, I remember when they had that au jus and you dip it in the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah. Au jus.
Man.
Robert Doherty in the chat. Hanging in there strong.
Bob
That's
O.D.
Fucking Jackson Royalty.
Jackson County Royalty.
Jackson County Royalty. If you know, you know. If you don't, fuck off.
His name's on the sign.
Yeah, we've seen it. Enough with the dick sucking.
Scott is in the chat. He was part of that whole snid,
Yeah, he was part of the.
Yeah,
if you know,
it's his fault.
Yeah, Scott's pretty.
I read every other one, and
hey, give us thumbs ups and likes and all that good shit, please.
Oh gosh, it's been so long since I even.
No, it's because of Luna Girl. I'm saying it. She said it in the chat, and I'm just reiterating. I'm interrupting our friend Dragon Buddy, but it's necessary.
Do people like our?
Go for it.
Hit the button. Number?
Sometimes, most people, dude. There are people who have like millions of subscribers, and they have like
27 likes.
Yeah, you're like, likes do drive the show, but only if you get more than.
Yeah, it's the
14.
weirdest thing. It takes almost no effort for you to click on the like button.
But it's impossible for people to do.
But nobody's gonna do it.
No, they're like, why? Well, that makes me like your stuff, and I watched every episode, but I can't like it.
Be better and click all the like buttons.
Maybe they don't want to. If you're subscribed, you're fucked already. Yeah. So you might as well just like it.
Right.
I kind of look. I'm just going to answer the chat right now because we do this live. Robert Doherty, Jackson County Royalty. I put up with these guys because they're like the as seen on TV tools. Coolest shit to play around with, So.
Yeah,
it's true.
But
we're useless as fuck.
Easy to break,
We're like the slap chop. You can beat us around for a minute, then we're dull.
Shake weights,
Yeah, you can shake the shit out of Dawn all day. It's the greatest feeling. That's why I didn't buy one.
Right.
I've got it, damn. God damn it.
No, he's not lying.
No, I would never lie about that.
Down in Florida, there's on the Old Town Boardwalk.
Okay. I'm
hearing
your words.
As seen on TV store. It's got to be almost the size of this house.
They're all over the place.
Jeez.
And it's just full of all that shit.
That's the best kind of stuff.
Some of it, like as seen on TV in 1988.
Oh, but if it's a Floby, we are set.
It's shit like that. There was one where there was a
Floby's just fucking cutters duct tape with a tube to a vacuum cleaner. They're like,
Yep,
we
looks
got you.
right.
Like, I know what you're up to, you sneaky bastards.
they had like a thing where you put the bacon in vertically, but it was made out of that like 1992 plastic that you weren't supposed to put in the microwave,
Oh yeah.
but it was
Right.
for putting bacon in the microwave.
Right.
Oh my god.
And you're just looking at it going, that's that plastic you're not supposed to put in a fucking microwave.
Oh god.
Puts off that what, CBCs or CFCs or
Yeah.
Sure
one of
as
those.
fucking BLTs.
yeah,
Nope.
exactly.
Right.
This is how you microwave cancer.
Right. The ABCs.
So good. So delicious.
Bacon was good though.
ABC.
Is that all we got for the chat, dude?
Red girl.
I know we
Red
interrupt-
girl
Red
just
girl.
Red girl just popped in.
Hell
She's just
yeah.
popped
She's
in
like,
there.
I'm gonna get in on
Yeah,
this.
she's like, let me in.
She's like, fucking say my name, bitches, and then I'm out, motherfucker.
Ubaldo is in the chat.
Ubaldo's a fucking man, dude.
Nice.
Fucking
Dave
love it.
Lord.
The Pave Lord. He's a good
Thank you.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Stand up
Yeah.
guy.
Helicopter.
I
guy.
know him personally. He wants to punch Dan in the nuts
Right now. Right
right the fuck now.
this moment.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the cash app to light up, Dad, and I got you.
Yeah.
Andrew stopped by and said, hey, what's up, Andrew from the Science Fiction
I appreciate your support, dude.
What? So, yes.
Interrupt.
Been wanting to bring it up. Well,
I think I just bring it up
That's
in the
the whole
middle.
chat.
Is it? He didn't finish. You didn't really allow him to know if he was
He's
finished.
finished.
I'm finished.
Fuck you, Dragon Bud.
He got to
All right.
run.
You could have just said somebody else again, just to fuck with him.
Scott.
Yeah,
Kelly's
fucking
in the
Scott.
Scott.
Oh, did you have some bullshit you want to talk about?
No.
Okay,
we don't
good.
forget about Scott.
So
So
never forget about Scott.
here's a assignment that we got to give out to all the people who listen to this show.
Homework, guys.
Work.
This
You're
week,
you're a dick.
reach out to somebody that you hang out with and tell them to watch this show.
Yes, dude.
Just be like, look, give these stupid assholes.
Share a clip. Pick one
night.
out from our TikTok, man. Like, go to our
Yeah.
TikTok and pull a clip out and be like,
Come on. Just give these guys just a little bit of time.
Like-
Hey, Joey
like
B,
seriously,
what's up?
like we're like those
That's
fucking,
Joker
we're
face.
like those old fucking
Oh,
tape
Joker
erasers.
face.
We're like those old tape erasers back in the 90s where you drop a cassette tape through the magnets and it would
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
completely fucking blank the
Yeah.
tape. That's
Right.
what we do on Wednesday for you. You come to our show and we fucking blank the tape, man.
Yeah.
You don't for like this 2 hours or whatever we're here for. Fuck
Think about
everything you brought into this show. It's not happening.
Think
for that
about
moment.
it like this. You're not going to get laid anyway, so you
No.
might as well hump day with us.
Yeah, dude. Right?
I mean,
Right.
if you're
Or
going
if
to
you're
get fucked
getting
up,
laid, we don't mind listening in the background.
Yeah, dude. Put us
Yeah.
if you're getting sexy
it.
time
You're-
and we're on in
you're-
the background.
you're only going to
doing
be
great.
5-6 minutes. I mean, pack them cigarettes, Lucille. We're going to make you laugh. while
Yeah.
you're
And if,
Have a
yeah,
good
if-
time.
and if that's what's going on, you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. If you can
Great
get her
job.
done, 5-6
Especially if you
minutes,
don't smoke and you're sitting there having a
Yeah.
cigarette. That's when you know you deserve the cigarette.
you know what time it is.
You're like, wow, did it sound like somebody was running in flip flops to you? Me
Yeah.
too. We were
Well,
doing a
but-
good job.
Yeah,
We
that's,
I like it.
That's
Great
fully
job.
for flip flops.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff.
Wow.
I was there.
Take
You're
you back
all-
to them summers when you was a kid.
Oh, take him back to the good.
You want to
old
go to the
days.
pool? Yeah, I do.
So fun.
Nice. But yeah,
Nice.
Tell a
Anyway,
friend.
yeah, definitely share us with somebody. Let us,
Yeah.
let somebody know. Like, bring them into the fold.
look at
Um,
these idiots.
Yeah, that's your assignment.
And you know who those people you want to bring into the fold are.
Yeah.
You know who those people are. Don't bring somebody in here where they're like, dude, they said that thing. Like, yeah, and you took it seriously. You're dumb. I
Right.
shouldn't have talked to you about it. Sorry, I
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, because
Don't bring
is
them here.
happening here.
We're not. It's not, and it's not that serious. Even if it was serious,
Right.
not here.
Oh,
right.
It's not
The
not
one
here.
time you got mad, we were like,
Ah, how ridiculous.
it's yeah. I'm sitting next
It's all
to
good.
Yoda in a Batman mask wearing a hat that says shit show supervisor. Nothing important can be happening.
Wearing a medal from ScarifCon 2022. Like,
Fucking A.
shit's real here. Like, things are happening.
I
Right.
don't think they can see the medal.
Yeah, you can.
I,
Put it right there.
I think our name's in the way.
Oh, bro.
It is.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sad.
He's there. It doesn't
But it's
matter.
there. It's there
Yeah.
though.
He's
He's
the guy.
dressed. He's ready.
So,
He will fuck you up.
Chris, before you tell us about your week.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Patreon supporters.
Oh,
Shout 'em out. Oh yeah.
I like it.
Patreon supporters, you've been with us for a while. And we've officially, at this juncture, we've officially paid off the sound equipment that lets us bring the show.
Yeah, and that does not happen without a single one of our Patreon supporters.
Right. You guys are all in there with us. You've gotten us to a place where we can bring you at least some quality sound when we're talking to you.
And,
Right.
And I'm sorry to step on your dick, Dragon buddy. And I don't mean any disrespect, but I gotta say, from the get-go, from the moment we started the first show to the moment we opened the first Patreon to the moment we've pretty much done anything, Scott Rasmussen has been like the first dude to do every single thing. And bro, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. That means the world to me personally. And I know I can speak for each individual guy on this show. Like, it means a lot, dude. Like, we haven't fulfilled promises about our Patreon. And I know every one of you guys know it, but Scott has been our top tier guy every month, every single moment we've had Patreon.
And he hasn't been like, there for a couple of months, you guys just fell off.
Yeah. Like he never ain't, and he had every right to. He never downgraded. He never wavered. And like, whether we've given you your flower, like you deserve them now, Scott. You deserve them every week, but we greatly appreciate your support. Not to minimize everybody else's support, but Scott has always been the number one dude. So, like, get your flowers, bro. Like, you deserve it. We
ATSW
appreciate you.
family.
Like, yeah, to the fullest, bro.
We're together.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Scott.
Love you,
thank
buddy.
you to all our Patreon supporters. Like Don said, this doesn't get paid off. We don't pay this. We've had so much fun with this soundboard. You guys have been a part of the fun, the different stupid shit we put a part of on it, and how it still continues to grow and we get to use it. So to all of the rest of you, thank you as much. Thank you as well.
Yeah. And furthermore, the future of that is from now on, since our equipment's paid off, we're going to take all that money and we're going to start spending it on studio stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some stuff around here. We're going to update some things, make some things start to pop. So, we are already thanking you in advance for your continued support.
Yes.
As we grow and we do things and we make shit happen.
And then things that literally touch 2.1 studios here and to Dragon Buddy and Luna Girl, like we've sent them, and I still have stuff to send them, like headphones. We've sent them other equipment. Luna Girl, she handles stickers like
yep. You guys bought that stuff.
Yeah, without you guys, none of that stuff can happen. And I know people want to buy it. Like, we create things and you guys are like, oh, I want that. We're like, fuck, awesome, dude. Somebody in fucking Arizona is wearing an Escape Pod shirt. Like,
right.
And we just said, and Shanti just bought some shirts. She was going through the Red 5. Yep. So Shanti just bought a shirt. Thank you, Shanti.
Thank you.
All that means a lot.
Yeah, dude. Like, without all your guys' support, like none of it's possible. Whether you can be a patron, you buy the t-shirt, you just sit in here and you share a post, like it means the word. Like the fact that we're able to make a space to where people want to sit here and get lost on a fucking Wednesday and join in with the shenanigans where we tell you we're going to talk about The Last of Us, and it's going to be the dumbest fucking conversation on the planet about The Last of Us with a lot of fucking heart. But it's gonna be dumb, and we don't pretend to know everything about all the shit we talk about. But you guys still show us the support. You still yuck it up in the chat, and we appreciate your patronage.
Right. We really do pride ourselves on providing a space where we not only get together with amongst ourselves, but you guys get to come join in with us, and where we feel a family connection with you guys, and we just we don't shout it out enough. We don't make a point to be like, hey man, thanks for coming along with us on this journey, so here's your shout out.
Yeah,
thanks for coming along.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We hit a milestone. I wanted to make sure that I I raised that up, and everybody got to, have a piece of that, clap your hands.
Because that's a long time coming.
That was you guys paid off $1,600.
Yeah, that's a long time coming, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's been year and a half.
Like
of
we genuinely do not fuck off on the money. Like our T-Public money is just sitting there. We haven't touched it. We are going to give it to Dragon Buddy. Came up with the foundation. He wants to send it. Like we are going to legit give that money. That money will not return. Like we appreciate that support. You're wearing the shirt. Somebody's going to ask you, what the fuck's an escape pod?
But none of that merch money.
None of that merch money comes to us. We are giving it away to cause that one of our brothers feels worthy to.
It's a anti-bullying establishment, right?
Yeah. So like we're gonna do that. Like, but we can't do any of it without your guys' support. So
actually, I'm hoping that there's enough money sitting there around Christmas time that we can make a pretty decent. Here you go.
Yeah. And we're getting it more organized in the studio. Escape crates, I think, are going to step up to a level. Like, hold on, bro.
He's going to touch it. Yeah. He's under the table.
Whee!
He's showing me his box.
That's just some of the.
Ooh. What's in the box?
There's stuff. There's lots of stuff over here.
Yeah. There's another box.
There's going to be pops. There's going to be pops happening.
Always no pants.
Yeah. There's a few pops that I've had. Some of them are been around a couple of years that are going to find their way into loot crates.
Yeah.
Escape crates.
Yeah. So
don't be infringing, Dick.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
Well, really, that company went defunct. We can say loot crate all we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
I do one. I wish I'd have got on board on those.
Loot crates were dope when
they were legit the shit you like.
When they first come out, they were like, "Hey, we got all the good shit in here," and they did.
Right.
And then like year 2, it started to work in more cheap shit. Year 3, it got worse, and I'm like, I've been paying you fuckers a lot of money for these boxes because they started off, they were $14.99, and by the time they were done, they were $25.99, and they didn't have nothing in them.
Right.
Like at the beginning, it was like, here's a leather wallet that has a fucking Mandalorian logo on it.
That's stitched or embroidered or whatever. Yeah.
But by the time it was done, it was like, here's a lithogram.
here's a Velcro nylon wallet with a sticker on it.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
And it's an Avengers sticker.
Yeah.
Like what?
Here's a button, but the logo on it is cocked sideways. So you gotta run the pin north south to get it to sit right. It's like flapping on your shirt when you're walking. It just got to be where I was like, all right, that's enough of you.
Yeah.
And then Smuggler's Bounty happened.
Right.
So then Smuggler's Bounty came out and was like, hey, we're going to do what Loot Crate did, but we're going to do it all Star Wars, and it's always going to kick ass. And then, I don't know, 14 months later, they're like, hey, guys, we don't do this anymore. Yeah. Wait a minute. You took my money last month.
Motherfucker.
Hey.
They literally took my last payment out and then went bankrupt.
You sons of bitches.
What happened to my money? We declared bankruptcy.
You son of a bitch.
And you can't have it.
I declare bankruptcy.
You did not get anything, friends.
Joker face. Here's an 8x10 of Kathleen Kennedy.
You want that signed? Fuck. Do I have to have it?
Do I gotta take it?
Oh,
I don't mind Kathleen. She did just as many good things as she did not good things.
Yeah.
It's probably time for her to just go. Anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes you retire. Like you just gotta retire.
Let's just say Mandalorian season 3, season finale, good shit. Kathleen Kennedy comes out and goes, good night, guys. Everybody goes, yay. She comes in and they do a couple movies, and one of them is The Last Jedi, and she's like, I'm done, guys. Everybody's like, fuck you.
I've had enough.
It just sometimes when things are good, that's the time to go.
And it's not the slave Leia. She is known as the Jetfire spray.
You know what?
Jetfire spray.
Leia.
I will take a signed Kathleen Kennedy in slave Leia outfit. Not because I want to, but because it's that fucked up.
Because you got Kathleen Kennedy.
I got it. Can I get it framed now?
Yeah.
Just because it'll
I
piss
didn't want
so many
it, but
people
now it's
off.
weird. Now it's weird, and I gotta
put
have
it up
it.
in the studio every time somebody
no,
comes
it's
in. And
like
we'll go, no,
that-
no, bro, that is Kathleen Kennedy.
No, I'm
and-
making it weird. It's going on a desk. Like it's just framed in lingerie.
right in the office.
in lingerie,
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Lingerie.
There you go. Lingeries.
She's in the lingeries.
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 What they got is
It's like dungarees, but
dungarees, but
for-
lingeries.
But sexy
older
as
chicks
hell.
that ruin things.
Right.
No,
And
Luna
slave
girl.
Leia.
We are making fucking Kathleen Kennedy and lingerie fucking shirt happening
Yeah.
now.
Not yeah.
I wonder how fast that gets shut down.
Oh, that might be
Ah.
awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Put her face in it.
No, like where it's got a book open covering the breasticles, but it's her head, and the book is like the escape pod,
Oh, that'd be great.
the adventures
Hey.
of the escape pod.
Yeah.
Do it.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's fucking-
Do it.
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Kathleen Kennedy in a thong.
So good. This is happening.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you could put
All
like
good ideas.
Kathleen Kennedy's face on what's her faces from that movie 10 when she's coming up out of the beach or up out of the water on the beach. You remember that?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
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 just
yeah,
that little
yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
What was that lady's name?
Who cares?
Fair enough. Somebody cares. I don't.
You don't, but somebody does.
Anyway.
But then they know the answer, so don't get on us.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No,
Me either.
I just know of what the scene you're
Yeah,
talking
I mean,
about.
I remember that fucking like movie cover at Blockbuster going, damn, that chick's hot. And then I
man,
look at
there's
the year it
something-
came out. It was like 30 years before
dude, that's something I really truly miss.
Blockbuster.
Going to the video store, whether it be a Blockbuster or not,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
when it was really popping, like when you
Mhm.
went, like it was fucking crazy. You literally had to walk around, excuse me, like to look at fucking movies,
Right.
and you hope that new release that had 24 fucking copies just had one, bro. You wanted to get it on that Friday night, so you had it, so your dad and mom would take it back on Monday. Oh, and they didn't. Damn it. And then you get like the 89-cent rentals or the 79-cent rentals
Oh, yeah.
that you could have
Yep.
for like 5 days.
Yep.
That's where I got all the Corey Haim movies from.
Bo Derek.
Bo Derek.
So before we move on from that, let's
Fuck
talk
off.
about the level of just disappointment of walking over to the shelf to get the brand new release from that week, and the son of a bitch in front of you grabbed the last copy
Oh,
and you
you son of
watched
a
him
bitch.
abscond with your movie that you've been excited to see.
Yeah.
That
Dude.
was a real thing that would happen.
Oh, I'm throwing
Renting, no, but here's the thing too. Like, remember renting video games? Like, you rent, people
Mhm.
rent movies from like Apple Movies or YouTube. Like, people still rent movies, but just in a digital form.
Uh-huh.
You don't rent games,
Yeah.
and like
Right.
Well,
kids
you
don't
can.
kids don't know renting games. Like, even towards the end of renting games, it became harder because you had to do the download, but you had to have the hard physical. Like, it became a
Right,
thing.
right.
But like,
can
I
get-
remember renting like a Nintendo game at the height of like Nintendo
all
games.
of 'em.
And like Nintendo games, they were expensive. So like they maybe had 3 copies of a single Nintendo game,
Bro.
if you were lucky.
In 1988, a Nintendo game was $27.99. You know how much money $27.99 was in fucking 1988?
Yeah.
That
No,
was $55-$60.
Yeah, I remember. I remember because my parents didn't have that kind of fucking money to be like, yeah, we got it.
I had to go out and mow 3 lawns. to
Bro,
make that money.
Right.
dude, if I wanted fucking like a video game system or games and shit, like literally that was like a Christmas
Mhm.
gift. That wasn't it's
Yeah.
Thursday in May and I heard Sega came out. Here you go. Like
Right.
that shit didn't happen in my fucking house.
Nope.
Right.
Oh,
Like-
my parents, if it wasn't Christmas, my parents didn't buy me a video game my entire life. Like there wasn't a time that it wasn't my
Yeah, no,
maybe
my
my
parents-
birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, birthday or Christmas was the only time my parents bought me
Yeah.
video games. They would rent them. We got to rent them.
Yeah.
Oh,
My dad
absolutely.
my mom would take me to rent a video game or a
Yep.
couple of video
Even
games.
most then I usually used my own money because I used to like deliver papers. I'd mowed lawns. Like I made my own money.
Yeah.
And that's what I spent it on.
Yeah.
Like
fair enough. But see, I'm still that same person from when I was a kid though. Like I only need, maybe that's why I'm that person now, is I only need 1 or 2 games. I got a Nintendo, or I remember when me and my sister got a Sega Genesis for Christmas, and we got NHL 96 and NBA 98. We got and I think the Lion King game. And like we had those games the entire time we had that console, and we didn't have very many games past that because they were expensive, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll vouch for this dude. He like has a couple of video games that he plays rather religiously, but I burn through games. I'll play a game for 14, 18 days and
move the fuck on.
I move on, and Brady's like, "You done with that?"
And then he'll come back to it 3 years later.
Yeah, I'll play it again.
And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, dude, they made an expansion to it, so." You know, I hate how they do it 3 years later, but like, fuck it, I'm gonna play it because I beat the game before, so I got to finish the conquest. I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, I understand why you're doing it.
Now, I want to say I cracked the code on this new fucking Horizon Forbidden West game. I started playing it, and then I got divorced, so then I got this big chunk of time, and the expansion just came out, so I can go back to finish playing it and then play the expansion. See? We've done it. That's all you gotta do, kids.
Tina, you know that Lion King game was hard. Like it gets to a certain point on special. Like I can only speak on Sega Genesis, man. So I had the 3-button system. Like that shit was difficult. Like you got to a point where you're getting chased through the briar patch. Like that shit was fucking tough.
I want to go out on a limb here. I know that people love the Sega Genesis, and the Sega Genesis was fucking badass at the time. That button scheme was handicapped. The fucking 3-button scheme side by side, you were all the time having to do shit with this button and that button. Like,
but you just went like that.
Yeah, but the Super Nintendo fucking put them bitches in a diamond shape. Yeah, and that became doctrine. It happened every system ever.
Yeah, but that's why I think Sega Genesis was trying to set itself apart, just ergonomically in the way it works. Like because nobody's changed that. It is what it is. I don't think that
they were trying to set themselves apart. I think that that's what they decided to do right along the development of another company making the competing system. And this one got it right, and this one.
This one became the
and then Nintendo came out with the toggle switch in the fucking middle, and you were like, "What the blue fuck is this?"
Yeah, once Nintendo was
but then after Nintendo, like PlayStation, they had the fucking sticks
side by side
analog sticks.
Nintendo was like, "Well, I got the analogs."
Put it right in the middle like a dick.
Well, it was a control stick until there was 2. Then it was analog.
Yeah,
but when Nintendo did that, everybody was like, "You guys are crazy," and then it worked, and then people were like, "Well, fuck
it was
that.
Just too, it was too. It was too much in the middle.
You had your buttons way over here.
You had to hold the controller like this.
Yeah,
but
goddamn Z button. What the fuck is Z button?
Right, and then
I wonder when the next evolution of the controller is going to come. Because now it's modded controllers where you get the secondary buttons where the fingers are, but that's not an industry standard.
Well,
like when is the next industry standard revolution? Everybody's got the diagonal 4 buttons. They've got bumpers, whether it be 2 or 4 or triggers. Like everybody has those stand. Like what's going to be the next controller standard?
I think
I'm hoping PlayStation sets the bar with the fucking noise and. Like when you play Grand Theft Auto and you can hear the radio and the cops radio and all that shit through the controller and there's sound coming from the TV, that is cool as fuck, man.
There is no excuse that doesn't become cross-platform next generation.
That should be the standard. Having that music, that secondary thing, dude, that's so fucking cool. I want to shoot a gun in a game and hear the fucking bullets come from the controller.
I hear
that. Dude, that would be awesome.
Another thing that the PlayStation 5 has that doesn't exist anywhere else, but should exist
Haptic.
everywhere. Next generation is adaptive triggers. So
Yes.
if I pull back
Oh, yeah,
on the trigger and it's simulating some kind of like a gun, you can feel it as the trigger falls.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
like
yeah.
you can-
when you're
with the-
actually shooting a gun.
With elite controllers, you can set your trigger depth, so you can mechanically stop.
Yeah, but
it
that's
to be a
not
quick trigger
this,
pull.
like. But that's
This
my
literally-
question. That's my question. When does when and what is the next industry
Probably
standard?
the
I
no
think-
controller.
I think, yeah. Right now, I think that, and of course, I'm often biased. I think the PlayStation 5 controller has set the bar that everyone else at least has to catch up to.
I like the ergonomics of an Xbox controller.
That's
I
fine.
have big hands,
But the
so
features that are in
no,
that
I agree
controller,
with you.
everyone has to catch up to that.
I
now.
agree with you 100%.
And then I think Chris is right. I think the next level is, I mean, other than some more inventive iterations of stuff that they could do with the design that they have. Like, I feel like that design is based on what the human hand can do.
Yeah.
So the next step is, like Chris says, when we leave the human hand behind.
And we fucking go Ready Player fucking One.
Right. And
God,
then
I can't wait.
and
Let's
then
go tomorrow.
you insert your penis into the suit.
Just like
Right.
R5 did.
Wow.
Sorry, don't say that.
That got sexual.
And he was like, "Damn, it's not a power port. I was hoping it was a
Lord.
power port."
Yeah.
What have we?
Nothing
here?
like when you get a little back feed in there.
Oh,
No, I will 100% say I understand why people like the ergonomics of an Xbox controller. The layout for me is still wrong. I understand that you get used to it.
can I time out for a second? Kelly brought up it's happy 420 Eve.
Yeah.
Leave out your milk and cookies for Snoop Dogg tonight, guys.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't forget tomorrow's 420. So milk and cookies for Snoop Dogg tonight.
If you can leave a Snickers for him so Snoop can get his shit together.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a big night for
Oh, yeah.
Snoop.
Right.
So
Right?
help him get his
Right.
shit together. Leave milk cookies and a Snicker.
He's
Tell him the
got a
escape
lot of
pod.
free rolls to get through.
Yeah, and the escape pod. He's gonna have the munchies. Escape
Yeah.
pod. Tell him the escape pod did it for him.
You know
I
what?
appreciate his work.
If you break up a pre-roll and put it in a plate, not only will Snoop get what he needs, but your cat will think it's catnip, and he's gonna have
He's gonna have a
best
whole
fucking
new
night.
adventure.
Hell yeah!
Fantastic.
Hell yeah! I'm just saying,
Win-win.
that's an option.
It could be fun. It could be fun.
Snoop nip.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
Anyway,
What's up?
What were we talking about that got us on fucking
Who the fuck cares? man?
controllers?
Who the fuck cares, bro?
Stuff and things.
Well, this is the escape pod, bro.
Yeah, here we are.
That I don't even know how the fuck we got here. Obviously, you don't.
No, Chris,
Who gives a fuck about his
Don.
week?
what'd you get into for your week, my man?
Fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck
maybe.
me. That's one.
Tell him the truth. Work. All of us work.
Food
We're back to
community.
the week-to-week schedule, man.
Fuck
It's work.
It was work this past week.
I
just
know
with-
this man. I know.
And I had a
him.
weekend. I had a weekend off too. But
Which is weird.
yeah, but yeah, it was seen some shit, man.
I've seen some shit,
He's seen
man.
some shit, man.
You know, this carpet really brings the room together.
Oh,
It does.
fucking Shanty has a Snoop on the stoop elf. That's awesome.
Whoa.
That's great.
And everybody's like, Sweetest Day's the best. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, you don't know.
You
about
don't know
Snoop on a
shit.
stoop.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shanti, wake up! He's peeing on your toothbrush.
Snoop wouldn't do that.
No,
Elf on a shelf would.
Yeah.
Punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Not Snoop Dogg,
You fucking pee dog.
right? What up, PP
Pee-pee
hat?
hats.
That's for you, Richie. And your fucking dog.
You and your fucking dog.
Yo, fucking
Your
dog.
dog ain't a Patreon supporter.
That's right. But you are. So we'll keep it real with you.
Okay. Anyway,
PP hats.
so you had an uneventful
Nobody
week. You
else
did the
knows
work.
what the
Sure.
fuck we're talking about.
Not a clue.
Oh God, I
No,
love us. We're the worst.
Uneventful week.
Uneventful
Cold
weeks are
chat.
fine. You know, I I say this to people at work all the time when they're like, man, fucking, I don't know. It's been a day. And I'm like, most of them are supposed to be days. They shouldn't be good days. They shouldn't be bad days. Most days are just fucking days. You're just surviving till the next day. Anybody who tells you different is setting an unreasonable expectation of what life is. Like most days are just days.
Yeah.
Everybody gets upset. Well, it was not a good day. What is? They're just days, man. Good days are rare. Great days are even more rare.
Not every day can be 420 with Snoop Dogg and
Yeah.
bringing you gifts under the weed tree.
No wonder so many
Sometimes it's R.
motherfuckers are
Kelly
walking
nights.
around depressed all the time. They're just like, man, my life isn't as good as Instagram. Well, of course it's not.
No, that's the fucking highlight
It's
reel,
Tuesday.
It's
Right, that's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Like,
Tuesday is normal to have an R. Kelly pissed all over you
Yeah.
kind of day.
Yeah, dude.
because that shit just happens.
Shit's real, bro.
I feel like generations before ours understood that.
Sometimes you're not pissing in the wind, it's somebody's pissing with the wind, and you just
Right.
happen to be downstream. That sucks.
Yeah, it's
You
another
can
guy
be
pissing on his own face. You
You
catch
could be a
yourself.
glass half full kind of person, a glass half empty, or be like the rest of us.
This is
We know
piss.
that glass has piss in it.
It's gross. You don't want to be a part of that.
No, I mean, but that's the fucking truth, man. Like some days are just, well, today was a little off. No, most days are not fucking what you want them to be.
It's true.
You're just searching for fucking gold, and most of it's fucking silver. You know what I'm saying?
Voodoo.
Sometimes bronze. Yes.
No, that's petrified shit.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
Damn it.
Fucking A, man.
Again. Poop
Did
again.
you see that I found this?
Dude, nobody cares. Oh, wait, we care about that. That was a good time.
Yeah.
Good old Papa Smurf.
Nice.
Remember that?
Yep.
When fucking
We were talking about Hoary Smurf.
yeah, we were talking about Hoary Smurf,
Hoary
and old boy
Smurf,
dropped
Smurf
off
Island.
a bloody box full of Papa Smurf's head.
You should go
Yeah,
check
when it was all
outside.
gross.
Somebody left the box.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Go on out.
Oh my goodness. Look at that shit.
That's the best, dude.
It's fucking Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Yep. And one of them's a criminal. Which one?
So
Martha Stewart,
it ain't
a
Snoop
convicted
It
felon.
ain't Snoop.
Martha Stewart.
Dogg. That's my dog.
She got more street cred than Snoop Dogg. That's
My
crazy,
dog.
Crazy.
right? My mom was worried about Snoop Dogg. It was Martha Stewart. I should have been worried about for my
You know
mother.
that she
Yeah.
worked on fucking Wall Street before she started doing the whole Martha Stewart thing.
Because she's a gangster. Of course, we should know that, right?
That bitch was up to no good.
I
from
guarantee
the
you.
beginning.
Our fucking great grandkids are gonna be fucking getting
Yeah.
taught Martha Stewart,
Martha Stewart.
Snoop Dogg in fucking school.
You know who was a gangster?
Martha
Martha fucking
Martha
Stewart.
fucking
motherfucker.
Stewart,
She's rolled
man.
Snoop Dogg. Oh,
Snoop
shit.
Dogg was asking her for advice.
You mean Snoop Dogg who comes on 420? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Oh shit.
Yep.
That's how you got piss in your drink.
Oh, that's why I don't drink it. My dad told me the 50% rule.
Martha
Hell yeah.
Stewart is a fucking G.
Straight up gangster.
Legend.
For
Mhm.
real.
They make some banging ass chocolate chip cookies too, bro.
Right. And cap your ass.
Right? After she cap your ass, feed you some good cookies. I'm talking.
Right.
So
My
good.
ass hurts, but damn, this is a good cookie.
Mhm. I can't sit down right now, but this is a good ass chocolate chip cookie.
Wow, it's so fucking gooey. Kind of
Mm.
like my ass.
Martha's like, you got to cook them for 12 minutes and put something on that ass.
Oh, with some
Baking
ointments.
powder, not soda.
You're going
Whoa.
to need to see a doctor.
You want to stuff it. Put
See
some
Dr.
gauze-
Dre.
Put some gauze on that booty hole.
You're fucked up.
I love this show, bro. We're the best, man.
So,
Ah,
Brady,
what,
did you do
Brady.
anything besides work?
bro? No,
Wow.
I thought I fixed my fucking Hummer
Mm.
on Saturday. Oh, that was so awful.
Uh,
I got all the codes for all the things that I should fix. I fixed all the things, started it up. Not a single code. Everything sounds perfect.
Right.
Go to drive, start driving everything, and then it just doesn't want to go anymore. After further investigation, I'm almost 95% positive my torque converter is toast.
ooh.
So I've got to get that fixed
That's not an easy fix.
Yeah. So Saturday was like I worked, got home as the stuff started coming in from Amazon. Because God forbid you try to order parts from fucking one of the 4 fucking auto parts store in your fucking town.
Nope.
They're like, I can get that for you tomorrow. Like, yeah, well, I'm gonna do that through Amazon, and it's gonna be fucking cheaper. So thanks for not being helpful. Yeah. And don't bitch at me why I don't shop at your store because you don't carry the shit I can get in the same, if not faster amount of time from Amazon.
And you double the price for the shipping.
Yeah.
I just had to think about it. There is 10 auto parts stores in Jackson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't call every single one of them, but through the search, like majority of them are advanced or AutoZone. They tell you within your town or your 50-mile radius, none. Within 50 miles, I could not get the parts I needed. I got every single one of them from Amazon in shorter time than it would have taken to order them from the store.
That's
from
crazy.
One store here in fucking Jackson.
And people wonder why you go to Amazon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So this was before you got here.
Word.
But you know when we go out on our walk in the morning and we walk past that one building that has the garage doors and the whole front of it's all glass?
Yeah.
That used to be a Performance Automotive, but it was like their local like warehouse resource center or whatever. You could go in there, you could take in your fucking rotors, they'd resurface them.
Damn.
And it didn't matter what the fuck went on whatever fucking car you had, unless it was a foreign car, because they didn't fuck with that shit. You had to go to Kelly's downtown.
Motherfuckers.
But anything that you needed for a domestic car, they had too. Because you could fucking go back home and be like, something's wrong with this one, you could bring it back, and they'd always have another one.
Yeah. We had one like that too.
Everything. And that just doesn't exist anymore.
No.
There's no store that you go into Best Buy to buy speakers, and they're like, we don't carry those.
Yeah, we can order for you.
I remember going to the auto parts store with my dad as a kid, knowing that on Saturday morning when we woke up, we could get all the tools. We knew we were gonna. My dad would investigate the Haynes manual. My dad would get all the fucking ratchets and all the shit, and then we would go to AutoZone. And they would fucking type it all up, maybe print something off, go around the back, get everything you need. Yep. And you knew going Saturday, you weren't going to order it unless it was that real specialty item. Maybe you just had that car that just had that one part that like we didn't expect that shit to break.
Chris was saying, like the guy would come up and be like, hey, here's the thing that you asked for, but you're gonna need one of these.
Yeah.
Right.
And he'd hand you the little fucking metal clip or whatever the fuck would hold, it could be because he knew that when you went home and you took that shit apart, the one that came stock is gonna break.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna shoot across the shop and you're gonna hear it land somewhere.
And but you know what? I will say you do occasionally find those guys.
Yeah, but they're rare.
Or I will say in our town, you find them ladies, bro.
Yeah,
there's some fucking helpful ladies at a couple of the different establishments here in town. Right. I will say this: fuck O'Reilly's in town.
Yeah,
there is one dude working there at all fucking times.
Yeah, and
the new one here in town. One dude working. There's like 5 customers. I was like, fuck. I turned around and walked the fuck out. This is stupid.
Every time I've been in there, the guys that work at O'Reilly's don't seem to know a damn thing,
and they're rude as fuck, bro.
Wow. Rude, but
they were rude.
We go through ups and downs at like our advanced auto where you get at least one good guy behind the counter. We're at the moment now where there's like 6 idiots behind the counter. And you have to, I need a wiper blade, a 21 and a 22. What year car? No.
I just
need the
inches, size engine is not relevant. Hey, let's check. What's the 6-cylinder call for? A 21 and a 22? No shit. Just get me the 21 and the 22.
Do you want that with the rain X, without the rain X, and the extended last and the short last? You want that for a truck? You want it for the car? You want it for...
I'm going to take this nice Batman keychain that you've got all over the fucking place and jam it up your ass unless you get me a fucking windshield wiper.
I love it.
No, really. You're not lying. That's exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Fucking when we first got Brady's truck, we had to stop, and we needed a relay, and the guy's like, "Well, fuck, we don't have that relay." Well, do you have this? No, we don't have that one either. It's a fucking car parts store, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, it goes in the fuse box. It's this big. You guys couldn't stock that? Like, what?
Right.
Which we, of all the weird shit, we didn't need a relay.
No, it didn't.
Of all the weirdest shit, both fucking headlights went out.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that never fucking happened.
Yeah, dude, I investigated this for a long time. I'm like, cause like, what the fuck? One went out and like they both went out. It's just like that. I've never heard of that happening. So like,
but the high beams worked. It was,
and then they
both
didn't.
low beams.
And then they didn't.
Yeah,
And then we
didn't.
come to find out Hummers have a high-low single fucking bulb, whereas most cars have a high and a low beam bulb that you
Right.
buy. This didn't. So
Oh,
if one goes out, it causes them both to. I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
They're installed in series and shit.
What the fuck, man?
The fuck.
stupid.
So if I had just spent the fucking $16 to buy at least a bulb that night, we'd have been made in the shade known it's not a relay.
Yeah.
But everything that we'd ever learned, it was like, no, it's something, it's something not good.
We drove
Right.
we
Shit.
drove all the way from Gary, Indiana with his running lights on.
Right, and fog lights.
Fog lights.
And then I bought a fog light because one was working and one wasn't.
But his fog lights were so fucking bright you'd have thought they were headlights.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
He kept telling me, he's like, no, dude, your headlights are on. I'm like, I don't think they are. He's like, no, they are. No, it's my fucking fog lights, bro.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
awesome.
Backyard TARDIS, what's up, bro?
That guy's fucking awesome.
Rolando. Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
Hell yeah. We gonna get into this fucking stuff?
I think it's time. Let's,
yeah, dude.
The
don't we
Last
just talk
of
about weeks and
Us?
shit.
Yeah.
The Last of Us, bro. Right off grip. I never played the game.
Well, it's a PlayStation.
Was it played?
Exclusive.
Yeah, but I had a because it came out PS3, right? Last of Us?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Very into PlayStation 3,
Into PS4?
into PS4.
Yeah. I
That sounds
had a
right.
PlayStation 3. I've always maintained that I've always really been a sports game and like GTA kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
That's my scene. So I enjoy the shit out of watching people play that. Like I watched a few walkthroughs of that game. I just didn't play it. So I know the overall story, but I didn't know the ins and outs of how everything lines up and the very particulars about specific characters. So just having the limited knowledge I had and not really hearing people complain about, oh, they didn't stick to the source material. I was like, cool. This is awesome.
Right.
Like I for one really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It did. I know very little of the source material. I've watched a couple streamers play, so I knew some like key things that to zone in on for the show, and I saw those in there, so thought they blended them pretty good, and I thought the show was deep. I mean, it's you become part of like that mentality.
It's brutal as shit.
Yeah, it's like it's not your zombie apocalypse. It's
Like Walking Dead felt lived in, but this feels lived in, man. Like I've been known to be. I'm a Walking Dead fan. It changed, the show changed, but I stuck around. I watched it from beginning to end. I really enjoyed it. I took it for what it was, but this takes the brutality and like the pain and like when it's cold in this show, like I feel cold, like I need to put on a jacket. Like, dude, the fire in this scene isn't enough to warm me watching it in the middle of the day. Like it felt so I don't want to live in this fucking world.
Right.
Like I was like, The Walking Dead's like, yeah, I'd set up a fortress and I could blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Unless you're Bill, like
Bill said
the Bill episode was
Bill
I
had his
thought
pet
that was a
yeah,
great
but
episode.
Bill,
he had his shit together. He had
I
Snickers.
felt safe. I felt safe during Bill's episode. Is
Right.
that weird to say? Is that weird to say? I felt safe during Bill's
Well,
episode.
he was that kind of guy. I know
Well,
that-
he kept me,
I know
made
how
me
you
feel safe.
Yeah,
I was comfortable with Bill.
his fire's warm.
Fuck yeah, in that sexy ass
Oh, yeah.
beard.
Fuck
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It
What's
was
his
Nick
name?
Offerman
Yeah, dude.
as Rob Swanson, only gay.
Yeah.
Bro, how is
great.
that?
Fucking
Dude,
great.
that whole episode, like, I know we're gonna jump around. That's what we do on the Escape Pod. Welcome to the Last of Us season review. We jump around, jump around, get up, and get down.
Get out your seat and jump
But that whole episode, dude, like we said, I knew nothing from the game. That shit was intense, bro. The
Start to
fucking
finish,
emotions
man.
I felt.
Oh,
The emotions I felt. I'm not a gay man. I have no
Right.
idea what a gay relationship. I know what a relationship is, but so I felt those feels of loving someone, dude. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck, bro? That was so intense.
It was wild.
Gay man is bullshit.
No, I'm a trisexual. I try anything once.
All right.
That's sexual.
Oh,
Okay.
I like to just add the try to it. It sounds sexy. You gotta have
Trisexual.
those.
I will try.
If
anything
they
sexual.
can have him, she, her, them, they, I can have trisexual.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you. I identify
you
as
can be a sweet
trisexual.
transvestite if that's what makes
No,
you happy.
From
trisexual.
transsexual.
I'll try a
Pennsylvania.
transvestite for the trisexual portion of my calling.
I fuck some meatloaf.
Fuck if it had some ketchup.
Breaker 19.
So anyway, I played the game. Interestingly enough, I played the game when it first came out,
Interesting.
and I only got to just before the part with Bill in it.
Oh,
Okay.
And
you didn't make it far at all.
no, I didn't make it far
because
at
you
all.
didn't like the controls.
I didn't like the way the game controlled. It's very much like Red Dead Redemption or
I would have enjoyed it. Then, is what
what's
you're saying.
the
Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto style controls. A little undeveloped. Some of it's a little bit obtuse.
That's the word we're gonna use.
But
Getting that right angle is
yeah,
an issue. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes like getting the draw on somebody or whatever is wonky. Like I know a lot of people get real.
You can't handle. Can you not use a back? Can you use a camera?
Yeah,
to
I
follow?
can. I'm
you
actually relatively pretty good with that.
manipulating the camera? Like
But-
that's what I do in GTA. I manipulate the camera,
Right.
and the view.
But there was something about the way that game controlled was just a little bit not. It just wasn't fast enough for the
A smart guy
oncoming.
like you.
No,
I'm sorry. It's just funny.
the enemies moved really fast, and the controls did not snap to where you wanted to be.
From watching it, it looks like you're walking wonky and they're very fluid and fast.
Yeah. So you were at a huge disadvantage, and they actually fixed it a little later. There was an update, some things happened, they fixed some things. Man. Anyway, I didn't finish the game. Come back to it later because this show came out, and I'm like, wait a minute now. Everybody fucking lords this game as being
loves it.
a triumph in video games.
Yes.
It's got to be me.
It is you though.
So I did go back and play it. And like I said, they did fix some things, but not a ton.
Not enough for you to finish the game.
No, I finished it.
Oh my god! I did not
Oh.
expect that part of the story. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That was a surprise ending.
I
I love this show.
I
You
worked
never know.
through
Don
the
finished the video game.
I worked through the things that I, of course, drove me nuts because, for the joy of the story.
Right.
Right.
If there's a compelling enough story, I don't mind dealing with some things that are a little fucking wonky. I don't need the game to play itself. I just need it to not put me at a disadvantage all the fucking time.
Interesting.
Or at least make you feel like you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah. But now that I've played what's that fucking game?
It's the game you're thinking of, man.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, dude.
The
other one?
It's a FromSoft game. It's Dark Souls game that The new one that just came out.
I don't know.
Elden
Dude.
Ring.
Son of a bitch.
It's not my fault that you don't know the
Elden
game.
Ring.
You don't know the game you want to talk about, and it's my fault.
It's Elden
I don't
Ring.
know the game you want to talk about.
Anyway, it's the hardest
Elden Ring.
game. Elden Ring. It is the hardest game I've ever fucking played. And after I got through that,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Nintendo is the hardest game of all time.
facts.
True. Yes.
After getting through playing that, I was like, you know what? This game can't be that fucking hard. And it really wasn't. It was just about getting over the issues with some of the controls in the combat. It's just the combat stuff.
Right.
But the storyline is so fucking compelling.
Fuck yeah.
How does that present the Bill and Frank episode? How does that present itself in the video game?
So you
Like,
meet, is it which one's the boyfriend?
Bill is the guy that owned the house, and Frank's
Okay.
the one that fell in the hole.
So you meet Frank. Okay. And no, you meet Bill. And you're dealing with Bill. Frank is gone.
Okay.
There's multiple references to the fact that they were together, the fact that there was a thing and that Frank was an asshole and he just took everything that Bill had and he bailed.
Oh wow.
Okay. The reality is in the game, Frank kind of took some things that he needed and he essentially went not far away, the same neighborhood almost, and hung himself.
Oh,
because
shit.
he had gotten bit. And instead of he didn't get bit, he got infected. They don't get
instead
bit.
of putting him on Bill.
Well, they do get bit.
Yeah.
So instead of putting it on Bill, he took care of himself somewhere else.
He went and he without saying goodbye, he gathered up some shit and he went and he basically died alone to save Bill.
Right.
So
Oof.
you actually stumble as you're trying to escape with Bill from this neighborhood. Instead of him being in this house that he had all set up, he was held up in a church.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But he still he was connected. He had the truck,
Right.
all these things. The battery was still the central focus to make the truck work.
That I remember is the need to find the battery. That was the biggest quest. I will give the show credit for taking that whole Bill Frank idea and ending it the way they did. You get a lot of that dark, this happened, that happened, playing video games lately. So to take the show and turn it into some very macabre, beautiful romantic thing.
Right.
Basically ending where he
Shan-
finishes his wine and it's that was full of drugs, all the drugs.
Like Shanty was saying, the way the TV show did it was way better. But I want to say the video game was for consumption for 14 and up.
Right.
And HBO doesn't fucking play that shit. They're like, you come here as an adult, no matter how old you are, deal with it.
Right.
Dude, that episode, from start to finish, I was just as into that episode as I was probably the last two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Captivated, fully.
Yeah, I was completely oh fuck, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I lived that whole
you felt that longing
relationship.
For love.
Yeah, I felt like I lived that
connection
whole time.
of finding it and then that realization that it's over. That's some crazy stuff.
Now, if you remember when that happened or when that episode came out, I had some issues with it.
I don't remember what your issues were, but I remember you having issues.
Well, because I played the video game and my mindset was based on what's going to happen later. the stuff with Bill and Frank was relatively irrelevant to the story arc. It was
Right.
So remember,
A
I had
waypoint.
an issue not with them telling that story even the way they did, the amount of time they spent on it.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a whole episode.
We had like 8 episodes, and we spent a whole 52 minutes or whatever the fuck it was with these two characters that are just a of the story.
Dude, you know what's funny? I just literally thought of this as you're talking about what you're talking about. This entire season of The Last of Us is Frank and Bill's story taking their episode and their relationship, the relationship they have in that episode with each other is almost the same as Joel's and Ellie's. How it starts and how it finishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to say finished because it's still going. Like,
Right.
you know, I mean, it's season 2. People, well, if you don't know, season 2 is coming. So like,
it's a fully fleshed out.
But but I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm drawing a comparison is like, you can take a story and for an hour, you can feed me the story, or you can give me 8 episodes and fully make a story breathe.
This is a big difference between HBO and say Disney Plus. HBO took Pedro Pascal, and I mean, granted, there's a lot more world building in Last of Us than there is the last season of Mando. But that being said, to give us hour and 15-minute episodes, 52-minute episodes, week after week, to where after 8 weeks or 9 weeks of shows, first episode being 2 hours long, we got like 10 hours of content out of that. Where Disney Plus, that's where the lacking part is that the 37 minutes, the 36 minutes, the 42 minutes. Like, I feel like HBO has been playing this game of streaming.
Yeah.
You know, it shows longer. Here's a lot of content to keep you watch it again. You see some, see so many different things that are
maybe, and I'm ignorant financially and stuff like that. We all know that, but maybe because HBO's been in that game of people paying for television,
HBO's been
understanding
original programming.
So they've understand the money that they have, the budget it takes to build said film or said series
without going crazy over budget.
Without and knowing like we're gonna hire these people and this is the expectation. This is what you can present. You can give this much, like, and there's an understanding. I don't know what that understanding is because I don't live in the world of making television and movies, but there's an understanding of what your budget looks like here to create your story. Create within that budget per episode. Be consistent. Let them know you got 45 minutes to 68 minutes per episode. Stay in there. You know,
I read an article where they said that Pedro Pascal was getting $600,000 an episode for Last of Us. But in the beginning, Disney wanted to pay him basically voice actor pay for being Mando because he was going to be behind the helmet. He was going to be a voice actor. And it was this big thing of he's played out as the star of the show. You know, you're billing him as star of the show. And that kind of like played it up to where he got more.
But originally, too, he was never going to be in the suit. And then they were like, no, I'm going to wear the suit and I'm going to act in the suit.
Right.
And then that might have come with the whole stipulation is where he was like, I expect to be
We're not paying a stunt double then. To walk around. Yeah.
So then he's like, well, if you want me to do this, I'm going to have to be able to act the whole character and you're going to have to fucking pay me to be the character.
But like basically going to The Last of Us, that was my good takeaway is there is a lot of meat on the bone per episode of what's going on. Like there's a lot of stuff.
I'm one of those people, like I look in the background of The Walking Dead because I enjoy the show, but at the same time, like I'll look in the background and there'll be cars that are crashed and been sitting there for years, but it's like your tires are kind of still inflated, but it's been a long, those tires would be deflated. Like when I watch this show, you don't see that. And there's grass and roots growing out of the cracks that have been growing for the 20 plus years we've been in this story. Like that attention to detail on that level.
Yeah, it's a
big
movie. I mean, they treat it like they're filming a movie.
Yeah. The scope of some of the shots where the camera's panning up, like when they're driving in the truck, the vehicles, the few times we've seen them in vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going through a wilderness or some outdoor area. And the way they capture those shots, just whether it's a drone or whatever, it's fucking gorgeous, man.
Like the scene where Ellie and brain fart, what's his name? Joel come across that culvert where there's all the dead bodies in it.
Oh yeah, where she's talking about, he's like, you don't want to see what's up there, and she's like, well, now we're going.
Yeah,
and then you see mass grave,
but literally, like you're right there behind them, and then it pans out, swings around, and like that only can exist with a high-end drone.
Yeah.
It'll allow you to put a camera on it that
somebody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Not
who's been doing
GoPro.
Yeah,
a little extra drama to the shot.
Of
bringing it around.
That's one of those red R7 or
when they're in the winter, when they're in the winter season and it's snowing and they're out walking around in a fucking snowstorm.
Yeah,
like it's windy as shit. You see this, and it's close-ups, it's panning out, it's moving around. You're like, good Lord, we are in this shit.
Have you ever tried to film something in a snowstorm?
No,
like
they don't recommend it.
Cameras,
they don't recommend it.
Oh,
they don't recommend you doing it. Like that was one of the things with Empire Strikes Back. It was a tough fucking go because they were filming in snow in the winter, and that's like it's almost like a filmmaking 101. Like, if you don't need to, don't do that. Don't do it.
All crazy ice crystals reflecting light everywhere. They'll mess everything.
Right. Focus and in and out, and fucking things are moving, and
especially with what those cameras pick up now.
Right.
For sure. But that's just my knowledge of film history and how awesome I am. That's cool.
I don't think that's how that
No,
works.
it's true. Tell your friends.
So let's
I mean, we're not gonna go scene by scene.
Yeah, we're gonna
not episode by episode. We're skipping around, skipping Malou.
But there's some people that we need to talk about.
Who? You fucking tell me.
Joel's brother Tommy.
Fucking good dude, right? Or
fucking Tommy.
We meet him at the beginning. He kind of helps him get
him and his daughter
Sarah out of the city. Of course, that all goes fucking sideways.
Dude, I love those panic fucking moments.
Yeah.
Like, dude's got his driving skills on 100. Like, I don't know. Like, I love those escaping while driving. They did it in the Walking Dead. Oh my God, what's the other? Fear the Walking Dead. Like when they're in the city and they're escaping, when pandemonium's just starting to break and it's kind of super lawless. Like, I fucking love those moments. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. You're dodging cars and people, and clipped him.
Yep.
Right.
I love it.
Yep.
I fucking love
it. Absolutely. We essentially see Joel fucking lose Sarah.
Yeah, that was tough.
We just get introduced to this character that's just one of the sweetest humans.
Oh, bro. And did you know she's fucking
life.
Val from fucking Solo? Val, the character Val's daughter, the daughter of that actress. I can't remember. Dandy Newton.
Yeah,
Dandy Newton.
Tandy Newton's daughter.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
That is cool.
You can see it, dude. Once I pointed out to you, you're like, oh my
God.
No
shit.
She looks just like her fucking mom.
True.
I knew that when she got cast because I remember.
I didn't. I didn't follow. Like I said, I had no I watched it because of the hype.
Right.
You know, I had no real interest in I have to see this.
Well, and like you didn't watch or you didn't play the video game because it was exclusive and et cetera, et cetera. It's actually kind of interesting that they ended up making a series, investing the money in a series like this that was exclusive for one system.
Yeah.
Like it's, it's so like it's a microcosm at that point.
Even though I'm an Xbox user, I know The Last of Us because of any friend that has a PlayStation.
Well, because you're a gamer. Yeah.
I'm a gamer.
You may be an Xboxer, but you're a gamer. You know of specific, when certain titles are making that noise.
Are hot. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to go look into
that
it. You're
God
going to
of
be
War
like,
would be like the reason why I thought about buying a PS5.
Yeah. Dude, I'll be frank with you. The only reason I don't own a PS5 is because I can't afford to own both of them.
Right.
And I have more friends that play the games I enjoy to play on Xbox, so I choose to play Xbox.
Yeah.
Because I did, bro. I went PS1, PS2, PS3, and then Xbox 360, Xbox One, the Xbox Series X.
Yeah. I did PS2 and hit Xbox and never looked back. That's where we went into. Yep. But obviously this is a great game. That we can't play as Xbox players.
Right. So we got two more characters we got to hit on.
Sexy characters
come in like up front.
Oh,
Tess.
Yes.
Which is like Joel's like kind of girlfriend in the apocalypse.
She wants more than he'll ever give.
Right. Because he's
broken. Because he's
dead
fucking
inside.
broken.
He's dead inside, man.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
He's dead inside.
And Marlene, who's from the Fireflies.
Yes.
Right.
And that's the other piece of how all this works. There's like a rebellion group.
Yeah.
Us Star Wars fans, somebody says rebellion, we're like, yeah.
Fucking sweet dude.
But the Fireflies are kind of acknowledging that the government seized control when things were wonky and everyone lost their fucking rights. So the
it became a fascist system of these are the rules. You break the rules, you die.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously in other sections, the wealthy, the corrupt, of course, become the ones that are protecting, and then atrocities happen. Is what you
dude. I'm gonna make the most sexist comment on our show. Ooh. For me. With the exception of Ellie, I really didn't. Well, exception of Ellie, I want to spoil because we've talked about spoilers.
Anything.
And her mom.
Okay.
I didn't really care for a lot of the female characters in this show.
There wasn't a lot of women of valor and character.
Ellie herself was a crazy fun character to be with, but as far as the rest of the women,
she played a 14-year-old young
woman.
She played it. I think she should, but just the female character. Don't get me wrong, I don't care for Joel the most. I think he's a fucked up individual too.
Right.
But when we got introduced to I love Bill. I really enjoyed that character. I liked that character. That's what I'm meaning to say is a lot of these women characters in this specific series, I didn't care for them. The one cunt who fucking runs the one organization who's killing people, and after the brother. No, not Marlene.
The other one.
Marlene's the black lady. I'm talking about the white woman.
Kathleen.
Yeah. Kathleen.
What organization?
I don't remember.
The town that they're looking for Henry.
Oh, the one they're
looking for Henry and his brother.
Because Henry turned in her brother in order to.
Oh yeah,
I didn't like her. I'm not supposed to like her, but
even her motivation stuff.
Yeah, her motivation was just and that's where I felt like a lot of people's motivation is I've made it this far being a fucking hard ass because you kind of have to.
Here's one of those rolling themes was I tried to kill you or he tried to kill you and you killed my friend. You're such a dick. Yeah. No, he was trying to kill me. If I let him go, he would have killed me. Yeah, but instead you killed him. So you're a piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah. No, very fair assessment.
That was a rolling theme.
Very fair.
And it didn't come across in the game, but it definitely comes across in the show.
Right.
the character that you're talking about, what was her name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Yeah.
She's not in the game.
Right. It could have been Kathleen Kennedy.
It was Kathleen Kennedy, guys.
This is what happens. Kathleen Kennedy.
And then she had on the fucking slave lay outfit.
Yes, she is the one person that shoots a fucking doctor in post-apocalyptic worlds.
No, she's not.
Well, yeah, fucking
Yes, she is.
Joel does too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
The guy
Okay. All right.
He's
Yeah.
a dick.
Yeah, he's a dick. Well, yeah, we know he's a subpar human being, which brings into where
like
we're going later with the brother and his wife. You know, like Joel's a fucked up individual, man.
Right.
Like,
dude, the greatest part of a levity within this entire series was those fucking couple who lived in the middle of the woods.
Right.
I was so glad nothing happened to them other than they got a rabbit stolen from them.
Oh yeah, the nice old.
Did you tell him the truth?
She's like, you fucking made him soup. And she's like, yeah, he was hungry.
Yeah,
he was nice.
They were literally nice people that lived in this, and like Joel and Ellie were super cautious to not fuck with these people.
Yeah,
and then they were like, "All right, let's go."
I love the part where he's like, "Did you tell him the truth?" Yeah. Are you telling me the truth? Like, are you trying to get me shot?
Yeah, it was really, I mean, but they were just people existing in the world, and you bought into it because you were like, well, they weren't dicks, and they are also trying to protect themselves, and nothing happened. All right.
Cool.
Yay.
It was crazy too, to like, they literally live in the middle of the fucking woods where, like, you saw the fence that they climbed through. Yeah. It's broken.
Yeah.
Like, they just feel comfortable to just live in the fucking woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be
fine. Bars on the windows, you know.
The most part, they didn't even know a ton about what was going on in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
We moved to the middle of nowhere way before it was cool.
Yeah, they were off the grid before the fucking shit hit the fan.
Right.
But those people would exist.
Yeah, they really would. But I'm surprised they made it, 20 years and they haven't been murdered yet.
Yeah.
Just because of the lawlessness that is not living in a safe zone and living in the safe zones, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Or the QZs, whatever you want to call them.
Right. So our heroes basically survive asshole Kathleen and all the hurt people.
Right.
Now in the video game, that was like a stone cold ambush, and there didn't seem to be any real leadership to that group. Okay. You just kind of worked your way through killing everybody so that you could bail.
I was so glad this storyline didn't really linger.
Yeah.
I was so glad, like, we got introduced to these people because we kind of went through their fucking territory.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But they don't want to really leave their territory because their territory is their territory.
Right.
They're comfortable where they're at. So they don't want to, like, so we're passing through, but they're not really following us.
Right. But what we do get from interacting with these folks is Henry and Sam. So remember the older brother, younger brother combo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe Sam was the younger brother.
Yep.
Yes.
And was he or was he not blind?
No, he was mute. He was mute.
Okay.
Well, he was deaf.
Is he mute?
He was deaf.
Well,
he
he becomes mute because he's deaf, so he doesn't talk either. So yeah.
Okay.
Mute and deaf.
This whole like storyline, even in the game, is super tough. Like, you start to fall in love with these two characters, and then the kid gets bit, and then essentially the older brother's got to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there like you've just watched this almost realistic event happen. Like, there's like, even in The Walking Dead, sometimes they got it so right that you were just like,
yeah.
Well, plus you're coming off.
This is uncomfortable.
Like, listen,
plus you're coming off of that loving moment of Ellie, like, becoming blood brothers with Sam to try to help him,
right?
In this show. So,
and the gravity of this subplot line, I can only liken it to in The Walking Dead when what was the lady's name?
Carol?
No, the one that was like super tight with Daryl.
Carol?
Is that Carol?
Carol. Yeah. Carol.
She has to put down Lizzie.
Yeah. Look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers.
You know what I mean? There's that moment where you're like, oh, this can only go one way. Oh, and they're gonna do it.
Yeah, that shit was tough, man. That little girl was psycho as fuck, though.
Right. She was.
Yeah,
psycho.
She had it. She was gonna get people killed.
But
she already had.
I met her at Walker's Talker Con.
Oh, did you?
You went to Walker's Talker
I
Con?
heard she's a super sweet girl.
I'm jealous.
Or was then.
She's a bitch now.
Yeah.
Is she?
We can't be starting rumors. I don't know if it's true. I just
I heard from a guy who's heard from a girl.
No, really though.
She's a
like
bitch.
that was one of those things where you're like, they've nailed the writing. And that more or less comes directly out of the video game. The video game writers nailed this relationship and set up this tragedy in a way that you could not get through it without feeling it.
There was going to be a gut punch around most corners.
Right.
Joker voice brings up the scene where the infected came out of the ground.
We're almost there.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, JV.
We're
We'll get
literally
there. We're a couple.
It's right after
like
Kathleen
it's like
Kennedy
right
comes
after
out in the
this.
lingerie.
this.
Yeah.
Well, he's right. It actually the fact that Sam gets bit happens out of the scene where
A crazy scene.
yeah, all the fucking basically Joel shoots the driver of a Hummer or something.
It's like a beefed up moving fucking UPS truck.
Yeah.
That's really what it looked like. A UPS truck with a fucking plow.
Yep. And
But
it
they armored
drives
up.
into a cabin, and when it hits the cabin, like it drops through the floor. And there,
Well, it catches on fire
yeah,
and then it starts burning.
yep. And then all these infected come up out of the hole in the ground, and there's a bloater is what they call him, but it's like a super fucking
He's all
Yeah.
twisted
infected
looking.
guy.
Like LG said there, juggernaut there.
Yeah, he's like a juggernaut, and he literally like grabs one dude and fucking rips his head off like a fucking Barbie doll.
That shit was insane, dude.
You know,
Yeah, it
like
was.
insane.
You know what?
insane.
I was surprised those didn't become like a force to be reckoned with throughout the show.
Oh yeah, you know,
I really expected like, oh, this is a couple every episode boss, and maybe there'll be two of them at one time, and then it was like, no, we just
pops
here.
up in the video game twice, so they don't even play the shit out of it in the video game.
Oh,
He's
that's
just
crazy.
there to get rid of the number one guy to Kathleen there.
Yep.
Which JV, this is what happens when you let evil masterminds that are sociopaths run things.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're in a revenge scheme and everyone's dead.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh my god,
We're turning
Exactly.
into mushroom people.
She was.
that's the worst.
She was so
And not the
hell
good
bent
mushrooms.
on going after Henry
Oh, she didn't give a fuck, bro.
that she killed everyone
Careless.
she had.
Everyone.
Henry had to die so bad that she wiped out
Yeah.
all of her.
But your
people.
brother would forgive him. Oh, I know. Don't
Right.
care.
Don't care. He's
Don't
got to
care.
go.
And I'm going to kill the kids. All the kids. Don't
No,
care.
not you.
Oh, him, that guy.
Now after that, like we get into them expanding farther out west, and they essentially start to run into the camp. I want to say it's at a hydroelectric plant, right?
Right. Yeah.
Where
They weren't jammed.
yeah, Tommy is. And I guess we skipped over it. Like the reason why Tommy wasn't in the early part of the story is because he left to run off with the Fireflies.
Right.
And then at
And
some point he
Joel
decided
has
he
spent
wasn't
the rest of the last several months trying to find a way to get him back because he thought he was going to be dead.
right.
Thought he was in some crazy shit going on. Not really. Found a nice lady. used to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna marry her.
I'm gonna
She's
marry
got
her.
my kid.
So essentially, we catch up with Tommy, and he's got a whole life. He left the Fireflies, like you say. And they're working on getting this whole dam up and running again. Now that all this stuff's in the video game in some close form, like all the stuff with Henry and Sam, pretty close. The stuff with the dam and Tommy's friends and all that. That's all. I mean, they pretty much nailed it all. The only thing that they didn't really stick to here in the video game is at some point Ellie finds out that Joel kind of wants to dump Ellie off on Tommy,
Right.
to take her out west. So he decides that, or she overhears it, and she decides she's going to jump on a horse and bail. So then Tommy and Joel take off on horses, tracking her down, and they end up in that ski resort that we end up next, where we find the next group of assholes.
Yeah. Which
in the
this
video
world,
game, it's bigger.
This world kind of like depicts what you think society would end up being.
Mm-hmm.
Moved towards.
Oh yeah, the fucked up. A lot of the fucked up individuals would leave.
Would survive.
Right, survive.
Like, they'd be the
because
ones
they
that
would do the shit. They would do the
Say-
shit me and you wouldn't think
just
of.
just like Joel, where he is the guy that has done some crazy ass shit just to live.
Yeah. But exactly like it kind of happens in this this series, it happens in the video game. We run into the cannibal dudes that have her locked up in the basement. I think at some point in between these couple of levels, we sneak through the sewers and we find where all those people were living in the sewers.
Right.
That's in the game.
Okay.
There's a scene in the game that I don't think really plays out so much in the movie, or I mean in the TV show, but I think it should have. Where, remember, there was a room that they went into where there was all kinds of kids' toys, and they're like, oh, they were running a school here or whatever.
Right.
Well, in the video game, you move something, and somebody had painted on the floor, and they didn't suffer.
Oh shit!
But
That's awful.
Then you
That's
see
some dark
like
stuff.
all the dead kids are
Right.
like littered about. Where,
well, that's what I hear. But that's what I saw too. Watching streaming is it. This is a very. It's a scary dystopian future. You know,
Dude,
like,
well, that was one thing that I noticed about this that you don't really see in other zombie, because it is in the zombie genre. Whether
no,
it's
not really.
huh?
it's got
I mean,
vampire
okay,
/ zombie
yeah.
rules. You
Yeah,
It really
zombie
is.
rules. I'll give
Zombie
you
rules, man.
Like, you don't normally see children infected.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Kind of avoid that.
I know fucking Luna Girl pointed that out in the chat earlier about
Yes.
when Ellie's going through the truck and the one kid clicker thing is like the way they
doing
contort their
backflips
body,
into
and
the
it was
fucking
just
seats.
Fuck you.
yeah, but just seeing it as a kid,
Mhm.
like
It's the same moments
those are the
as-
moments like I would get caught up and freeze.
Yeah.
Walking
Like
Dead.
that would be the shit. Like I feel like I could kill an
I
adult in
would've
that
died.
situation,
Yeah.
but a kid would make me freeze up, be like, I can't do this.
Well, you have like the Walking Dead scene. You have Dawn of the Dead. The opening scene is the little girl. It's that holy shit. They went that way. You know, like
You know where they get that from? In Vietnam, those bastards would fucking put they would take handicapped kids, like mentally handicapped kids, they would put them or put bombs in their backpacks and send them into the camps where the GIs were.
oh shit. Yeah.
So then when the GIs would come up to them, and then boom.
Boom.
So
Yeah.
it's that it's terrifying, the idea of a child
Right.
walking into your, and then the
Being the threat.
GIs, yes. So then the GIs would, evolved from that, and then when children would walk up to get saved, they would kill the kids. So it wasn't even about killing them with the bomb; it was fucking with their heads later on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
I'm
so
make you do some sadistic shit.
And so these zombie movies play off that fear. Like I can't,
But like,
I gotta save this kid. Oh wait, the kid's a threat. Oh fuck, now what do I do?
well, Dragon Buddy brought like they've shown it in these other genres, but like, I feel like you've seen more affected kids in this than you had any other type of.
Yeah, this did not spare anyone.
No.
There was, I mean, save Ellie. There's nobody.
Yeah, everybody's dying.
Everybody's dying.
Cats and dogs, mass hysteria.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Living together
harmoniously, but it's raining cats and dogs. That's weird. I don't know how it happens.
think
They're
that's
holding
how it
hands as they fall from the sky.
So
Paw and paw.
cannibals.
Yes, cannibal paws.
As they work through this ski resort that's full of all these cannibal assholes, this and that and the other thing, most of them do not realize that they're eating people.
No, they think they're eating deer.
They think they're eating deer.
That's fucked up.
That
whole shit caught me off guard. Having not a person play, and I was like, ugh.
That was super heavy.
Then fucking Mr. fucking Religion there, he was fucking super creep.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like you. Oh, wait, you're a pedophile? I don't like you even more, you little sick fuck.
He didn't adopt or he didn't believe in any of that shit. He adopted it so that he could run the show and the thing.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But then we get to the ski lodge where
he is.
It gets caught on fire.
Dude.
And he's fucking trying to hunt Ellie down.
That whole scene leading up to where she breaks his finger, where you realize when she says that one word where she's like, oh, she knows, oh, you're a fucking madman pervert.
Yeah, you're a dirty
That's where we're going.
You're a dirty dude.
Stick your broken finger up your ass. I'm gonna do whatever I can to fuck you up.
Right.
And just that moment where she's like, oh. And then leading into the rest of her, them pulling her out, ready to cut her up into tiny little pieces.
Yeah.
Dude, when he was talking to her, he's talking to her and he's rubbing her fingers and her hands, like as they're sitting on her hands are like.
It was so. I was scared and I wasn't even there.
Yeah. I don't like it.
No.
But
it's definitely one of those moments where you just, I got a daughter.
Yeah. Right.
No, I'm with you, bro.
When the whole place is on fire and she's fucking got the drop on him and she takes that fucking machete to him and she will not stop fucking.
She goes ham Sammy.
Super dead.
Ham Sammy.
You know, it's just what fucking imagery. Like kudos to HBO to take. If you played the game, like that moment kind of happens and it's so much smaller.
Right.
Then HBO did a great job of showing like almost a psychotic break in Ellie.
That fear that just completely taking over.
Right. Yep. She doesn't stop fucking hacking on him until Joel makes her.
Good for her.
Not in the game.
No, in the fucking TV show.
No, she doesn't.
She whacks him like 17 times.
Yeah, but Joel doesn't stop him.
She doesn't meet him until she's outside. She
stops and she starts walking around and
she starts punching him
the fuck out when he taps her on the back.
Yeah. She thought that he was another attacker and she's trying to like hit him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, it's me, baby girl.
Yeah,
that part got to me, bro. Because like the dad. Like you just earlier said just a minute ago, like the dad part, you're like, fuck.
Right.
He's all in. Like that was the moment Joel is completely all in for this.
And he is, his character changed, like his whole demeanor, how he interacts and talks to her and treats her and moves around her is completely different from the end of that to the rest of the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's fast forward to when they get to the hospital. They're walking around. And remember,
with the giraffes.
She starts running around and he's scared as fuck. And she pops out. She's like, look, giraffes, bitch.
Giraffe.
That shit was so cool.
It was
Because
very-
I knew
was.
nothing of that scene. Like that didn't
was
translate. I never saw screenshots of that.
That's from the game.
Yeah,
That's from the game. Yeah,
that's
I
cool as shit.
saw that too.
That's
It's
cool as shit.
That crazy beauty and mysticism kind of.
And it feels exactly this. Okay, so in the game, you just went through having to fight off like 15 fucking dudes where you had to fucking sneak up and kill them, and they were going after Ellie, and you were fucking like damage control and blah blah blah.
Damage control.
And then she just ups and starts fucking running.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck? You knew that you were getting into a fucked up bad situation, and then it's fucking giraffes, and you're like,
oh, so pretty.
I love you, long neck bastards.
Let me pet you for the next hour for my mental health.
And the monkeys running
Yo,
around.
that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Crazy
Especially when they were
motherfuckers.
in the building that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing shit, making
Yo,
sounds
I'm
like
creeped out by
goddamn
monkeys
clicker.
as it is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Monkeys
think
creep me out.
Baby monkeys are
Monkeys
cute.
and chimpanzees.
Monkeys in general, when they grow up, it's that uncanny valley kind of
Yeah.
where where it's like
They're
they do human
a little
shit. And
too
you're like,
human.
fuck you.
Chimpanzees and especially gorillas, like I think they'll fuck you up.
And
yeah.
Like I
They'll
think a
look
gorilla just fucking straight.
and they're looking you in the eyes saying, "You want to play fuck?" Like they said that to me.
Yeah.
He said that to
I
me
would
right
fuck
before it
you.
fucked me up.
That happened at the Detroit Zoo.
Oh, spider monkey.
So we finally get to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And we run into what's her name, Marlene.
Well, then we don't get to the hospital.
Well,
they get
no.
fucking.
Yeah,
they get jumped at the fucking
They get
hospital.
jumped like flash.
Oh, you know
flash
what?
banged.
We're missing a whole fucking thing. They run into the hunters. She trades some shit for penicillin to fucking save Joel.
Well, that was the church. That was the
church.
church.
Yeah, you just didn't say on it, so I didn't think we were kind of talking
Oh,
about it.
my
Yeah.
bad.
That was
Like,
the cannibal
'cause-
fucks. We're
Because
past that, dude.
James
You
like
fucked up.
runs at like lightning speed to go get medicine and comes running back with the
Yeah,
gun.
there was a whole like
It was
point in the show.
It was 4 miles away, but it happened.
Yeah.
But we really don't know how long that time was. They
That's
could have been
true.
sitting there talking. It's not
Hey,
like it was.
could have
like-
been 200 feet away, and we wouldn't really know. I mean,
There
we
was a-
needed Adam Sandler to just pop in and go. The next day.
Yeah, there was a whole
several
part, though, where
hours
we
later,
kind of thought we were gonna lose Joel. Like he was dying.
Yeah, dude.
dying. He got stabbed with the end of a fucking bat.
Yep.
And another example of I'm going to kill you. Okay, well, they killed our men for trying to kill him. We need to seek justice.
Yeah.
For killing the man that
Yep.
we were going to
What the
kill.
Yeah, that was
Fuck.
exactly it. They
Well, we thought of killing you
absconded with
first.
our abscondings.
Yeah.
Right.
How dare you try to kill when we kill?
We thought about killing you first before you thought about killing our guy, so therefore you're guilty.
Right. For sure.
Pricks. No wonder you shoot on sight.
Right. So anyway, back to where we're
Tina knows.
We get
walking.
knocked out. We get Joel knocked out at the hospital, which that man CTE in the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah, he's
no
done.
shit.
Yeah.
He's been knocked out like 4 times and stabbed in the guts.
Just in season 1.
But Joel wakes up and Marlene explains to him, like, yeah, they're prepping her for surgery. And she kind of like fails to properly obscure the important information in this. She means to, but she says like 1 or 2 words too many. And Joel's like, wait a minute, you're going to cut her brain up?
Wait, it's in her brain.
Yeah. Like you
Which
can't
means, whoa.
Yeah, right.
Let me
So
see
then-
her right fucking now.
He legitimately figures out that Ellie's going to die.
Yeah, dude.
And they've got him militarily, like kind of,
Dead to rights.
yeah, dead to rights. He can't do shit about it.
No.
So she's like, you're going to let this happen. These 2 dudes are going to take you and your fucking backpack, going to walk you all the way out to the highway, and
Can
you're
I-
going to go about your business.
Can I say something? Did anybody see the similarities or funness with certain aspects of today's episode of a certain Disney Plus Star Wars show. And
yes,
this
right there, dude.
Last episode like there's a moment where you're like, I've seen this before.
Where the two guys are
that's it. That's all. That's it. Don't say anything for the other people. That's it though. That's it. If you know, you fucking know. But like
exactly. Yeah.
That I was like, wait a second.
I know this.
I had the same moment. I was like, Pedro Pascal is doing a lot of the same shit in a lot of places.
A lot of different places. But yeah, and she tells him how, like, you know, all the people I don't want to be in debt to, it's you. So take him out in the middle of nowhere, give him the bare essentials. Here's a switchblade. Fuck you. See you later. Wait a minute.
Yep.
I thought you were in debt to me.
Yeah. Well, you're in debt to get the fuck out of here.
Well, it looks like you got some dad traits going on. So fuck you.
She essentially was like, look, I'm going to pay you back by letting you live.
Yeah, basically they want me to kill you. I'm not going to do that. I owe you. I don't want to be in debt to you, but since I am, I'm going to let you live.
Yeah. In what world would that make us even?
Right. You came here with a very high powered 700 Win Mag rifle. You came here with at least a couple pistols. Here's a switchblade. Yeah. Good luck with the mushroom lady.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Have a good time.
You're such an asshole.
So,
dude, he gets walked out.
It was his last day of work and he's not having it.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm going upstairs to shit on the boss's desk.
Yeah.
And on my way up there, I'm going to kill every motherfucker between here and the boss's desk.
And he legit
wipes
out
ruthlessly.
Even the ones that are like, I'm going to be dead soon. Leave me be.
I've never seen a good guy. Like, John Wick fucks people up. Right. Joel murders people when he you're just not like a shot, you're dead. Like Joel's like dead nuts between the eyes. Oh, I'm gonna stick a knife between your patella on your fucking knee.
Yeah,
dude, that hurt just watching that.
It's like, tell me what I want. I'm just gonna pop it off.
The one guy gives up in the scene. He puts the gun and he's standing back and he just fucking douche.
Yeah. That's actually we didn't even talk about that. That's one of the best scenes in this whole series. He's got the one guy tied to a chair, the other guy's sitting over on the ground. He's like, "You're gonna watch me fuck this dude up." He's gonna tell me, point on the map where the fuck this thing is,
and it better match where he says it is.
Yeah, stabs him in the fucking knee, and then fucking kills the dude, and the other guy's like, well,
he told you the truth.
He told you the truth. And he's like, I believed him.
I believe him. Well, aren't you going to ask me to point it out? No, I believe him.
Like, he fucking murders people.
You are done. Yeah. That Joel does not fucking...
He is the Terminator.
Yeah.
In protect John Connor mode.
Yeah, but look, that scene was amazing. Yeah, that whole walkthrough, like... I can't wait till that pops up on my TikTok and I get to watch that fucking whole part again.
He got down to the bottom level and went, all right, there's about this many floors to where I've got to go. And I'm going to do this Warzone style. Going to empty every clip of gun I have, pick up the one from the last dead guy I see.
There's a scene where he clotheslines a guy, and when the guy hits the ground, he fucking buries a knife in his fucking chest.
Yes.
Oof.
It was incredible.
He fucked them all up. Every last one of them.
And then he gets up to the fucking room where they're all scrubbed in for surgery, and the one nurse is like, "Hey, you can't be." No,
that was the doctor.
Yeah,
that wasn't the nurse. That was the surgeon.
Yeah,
I will not let you take her. And he was like, "Okay."
Dang.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. There's a split second during this scene, or not a split second, but a moment where he tells him to turn around.
Yeah.
The two nurses. He tells him to turn around. And I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if this went too far. Like, there's a small moment where you don't see the women again, the nurses again. I was like, I wonder if HBO said, no, you went too far by killing him.
You can't pop
but
them.
Then the scene continued, and they were standing facing the wall at the wall.
Yeah.
But for a good portion of the framing,
Mhm.
you can't see them in that
They're not
scene. So
there.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they killed them off screen. We heard the shots, but when HBO watched this, they were like, no,
That's too much.
too much.
Too much. Yeah.
But then they're like, oh no, they're still there.
Yep.
So I wonder if
Right.
one of those two broads is going to be like, hey, I recognize your face somewhere down the road.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll get there because I don't know.
He totally lets them go. Like,
Yeah. He don't
Yeah.
fuck them up.
Yeah.
but
At
the
all.
fucking surgeon.
Ooh. He was like, I ain't gonna let it happen. He's like, okay, that's just
Okay, then you're gonna.
good
bleed
to
to death.
know. Don't need you. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you made this process faster. Thank you.
Yep. And the one girl like unhooks the fucking IV.
And it started squirting the blood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude.
And he just scoops Ellie up.
And he says, clean
Cover
clean
her
that out,
arm.
or cover that
Yeah.
up, cover her
Yeah.
arm or something. Yeah.
Yep. And then he takes her fucking. Hey, Alan's in the chat. What up, bro?
What's
Oh,
up,
my
Alan?
fucking Alan. He's a fucking dude.
What up, brother?
Hello, Jensen Brady. Alan the douche. How's it going?
He takes Ellie
Pralines and
downstairs to it's like a parking garage,
Yes.
and they're gonna abscond with whatever vehicle he can fucking muster. Guess
Dodge
who's there?
Durango
Dodge Durango.
to save the day.
Marlene's there.
With already hooked up to a trickle charge.
Mhm.
I love it.
Marlene is down there, and she's essentially telling him, "Look, you got to give me the kid."
I don't know
You
where
gotta-
I can take him. Take her
Yeah, we
because you
can't.
killed everybody, but we'll find a way.
Right.
She's trying to appeal to his logical side. Like, look, this kid is the only person that we have that has the thing in it that could let us understand how to fucking beat this thing.
Oh, Alan's in a band, bro.
I know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
he plays the fucking cowbell.
Yeah.
My bad. I forgot.
Yeah, more cowbell.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Alan's just like, I got you guys.
Never
Yeah.
get enough. So sexy. He does have a sexy new guitar.
Oh,
So
in the background as he plays cowbell.
Fucking A right.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
a sexy bitch would.
Fuck yeah. well,
as Marlene explains to
in a
him, like,
toga uniform.
how like she's the only one and blah
Well,
blah
Jesus
blah.
is-
They got to save the human race, blah blah
Same.
blah. Then it cuts to Joel and Ellie are driving while Joel is just driving away in this Durango.
Yeah. Has
Right.
you thinking, what the fuck?
What did
And
he do?
then Ellie wakes up. She's of course she's groggy because she's coming out of anesthesia.
But the last thing she remembers is talking with the fireflies. So she didn't know what was going on. They drugged
Right.
her and
Yeah.
shipped her off to go get dissected.
Yep. So essentially, Joel is like, "Hey, look, there was a whole bunch of people that could have the cure, but you weren't the one. They checked you
Yeah.
out.
Well,
you,
no, basically,
you didn't have
yeah,
the thing.
They couldn't figure it out.
They
We don't
can't
know.
figure it out. They think it's actually a lost cause. So they have enough people. Basically, they'll call you if they need you.
Yeah,
What happened to the fireflies? Yeah, bad things.
yeah.
They're all-
They didn't make it. And
All that.
here we go. So, she's a little bit like sketchy on the whole thing, but then we get a cut scene from there, and we see what really happened between him and Marlene, where he just kind of ventilated Marlene.
Yeah, dude.
He's like,
Fuck
you know
you.
what? You're not taking the fucking kid.
Must
Mine.
protect John Connor.
Mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
So really, this moment makes the entire story arc about a guy who lost his daughter and found a daughter.
And will not and did some bad things to survive that he was ashamed of, and now we'll do plenty more to make sure she does not have a problem.
Right. But even at the very beginning, like when it was him and Sarah, like the story kind of intimates he might not have been the greatest guy then.
No,
Right.
yeah, 100%.
Right. The forgetful single dad. kind of
Right.
He
thing.
was selling drugs.
He was selling
Right.
drugs, but
Oh wait, no, not in the very beginning, but in the beginning we meet him in the beginning of in the apocalypse part we meet him. He's selling drugs.
Right. After he's
Yeah,
selling
sorry.
drugs.
He's,
Um,
I didn't mean the beginning. I don't want to.
but I think that he had those
Although he
things
could be
going
growing
before.
marijuana in his basement. We don't know that for sure.
That's not drugs. That's
No,
just
that's not
plants.
drugs.
But when it
it's just
came to Sarah, he didn't fuck around.
No.
Like he took care of Sarah.
Right.
And then once he let Ellie into that space, Like there wasn't a thing in the world. I mean, it really is a testament to a father's love. The whole story.
And you know what it is this movie does a great job of bringing you to places that you can feel that emotional connection. You can feel that fatherly connection, or just that human nature kind of thing where, you know, you're put in a position to where as a father, the fuck you touch my kid.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Or as a father where, you know, I'm in charge of this child and I really don't want to be, but you know, God damn it, she saved me. You know, even at that moment, it's really gives you that emotional ride of being a man, of being a father, of having a daughter, of all of those things together to
Caring for a child.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. You know,
Caring
and what
for
you,
that,
the lengths you would go.
Especially in a dangerous situation. Like it makes you understand like what it's like to raise a child in fucked up situations that you do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
Gotta do.
I think as a dad, everyone said, you know, well, like hell, I would do this. Well, Joel was like, yeah, I did all of that. And I killed them all too.
Yeah.
Yep. So this might be no, it absolutely is the best adaptation of any film property I've seen that comes from a video game.
Yes. Agreed.
What up, Darius?
Fucking sexual.
What up, Darius?
There's been no
Corona premium drinking Darius.
I had Corona premium. That was so funny.
He's like,
I
upset.
drank
I
this
didn't
and it's
know.
piss water.
What the fuck is this? 9 grams of fat. Fuck you. I don't take it unless it's 259 grams of fat.
Can't
Fuck
wait
this.
till your dad buys you some more beer flavored water.
What the fuck, you fucking dick. He just starts fucking shoving Corona premiums in random people's mailboxes.
Happy
Like, I'll get
Father's
rid of
Day.
this.
Here's some Evian. Anyway, yeah, like hands down, the best video game to film adaptation.
I got an air bubble in the middle of my body. I don't know if I'm gonna shit, fart, or burp.
That's pretty much the escape pod, guys. I mean, that's what it feels like to be
the escape pod, where we don't know if we're gonna
fart, or burp. Hell yeah!
And eventually we'll get to all of it.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's a good time.
All right, let's land this bird, guys. Anything else you want to fucking add to this mess?
No, I'm very intrigued on season 2. See where the story is going to continue, because I haven't played the video game, so
see, I'm not going to play the second game, because I'm going to wait and watch the show, because I feel like some of the surprises that I would have got,
you didn't get to.
I didn't get to enjoy because I finished the game like
and you knew
episode 3.
You knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like episode 2 when I finished the game.
Tina's encouraging me to shit my pants.
That's Tina for you, kids.
No, I know. I mean, I don't know if I respect it or if I'm a little upset.
Do it all.
Don, don't shit Brady.
Wrap it into a shit-tastic ball.
Yep.
Penis.
Thanks again to all our Patreon members out there. Like, I want to hit that one more time. Like, your support has led us to this place, and it's going to lead us to the next place, and we appreciate you being part of that.
Great success. Very nice.
What, we're 138 episodes?
No, this is 141, son.
41, son. Damn. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to all the folks that join us week in, week out in the chat.
Fuck yeah. Even if you have to mute us and just watch the
we
chat,
appreciate
you haven't seen this shit.
Or
thank you.
Mute us in the middle because you got to pack some cigarettes.
Oh, or you're running in flip-flops. We don't know.
Yeah, or you're running in flip-flops.
Either or.
Maybe you're packing cigarettes.
And I just want to come back to where we were at the beginning of the show. Do your research, guys.
Do your research.
Do your research. We're doing our research. We'll bring to you every truth we find.
Yeah. Hennifer from Sidebar Cantina.
And the multiverse of madness.
Do your research. Do your research. Things aren't adding up. Dave may not be Dave. We don't know. I don't know. I just do your research.
We're seriously thinking it's not his hand.
No, it
Whose hand
can't
is
be.
it?
It's very idle hands, but attached. It's weird. I just do your research. That's the only advice one could give.
Yep.
And be prepared because you
If
don't
you
know.
know,
what's
you
coming.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you don't know, do your research.
Yeah.
Fuck. And if you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You.
Fuck you. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anything? Goodbye. Happy don't.
No.
We
How
love you
about-
all. Very nice. Happy times.
Is
Yeah.
it very nice? Happy times. Next week, Mandalorian season 3.
We're not going to be excited or happy about it,
No, we're
or
terrible.
at least Don's not.
Yes.
The rest of us will.
Yeah, I
He's
won't be happy.
He's not happy about it, but he's just going to fucking deal with it.
All right.
Right.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Go blue,
Fuck that guy. Go blue.
Boom.
and may the force be with you and shit.
Shit.
Why is there a Ahsoka on the picture? It doesn't make any sense.
At all.
That gentleman is so handsome.